All right, and welcome to the Evasion solo battles for the Oceanic region in Season 6. I'm here with Toastrak TV. How are you, mate?
Very good. I'm hyped.
Hyped. Fantastic. I mean, how can you not be after that video? I swear, every single Evasion event, I even had to tell our production staff we were watching that video with you guys, the viewers, and we had no audio. And I said, listen, I just need a bit of volume for this. I need to get hyped into this. And speaking of the viewers, guys, welcome. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. I hope you guys are as hyped as we are. It's going to be an amazing event tonight. This is Group A of the Oceanic Solo event. And it's going to be a pretty crazy event. So we've got Group A tonight, we've got Group B tomorrow, and obviously the final over on Sunday. So that's going to be hosted every night for the next couple of nights, including tonight as well, at 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. So we've got probably a good mix of people from Australia and New Zealand here as well. So yeah, it's I'm pretty excited. Toastrak, this is your second time back with the Evasion stuff. You did an amazing job with the duos, and we had to have you back, mate. So welcome back again.
It's so good to be here. It's great to have the Evasion tournaments come down under. Not every event gets down under, so it's really exciting when Australians and New Zealanders and everyone from the region gets to compete and show off our skills. We've been working hard down here to get good at this game that we love, and we're going to show that off in the next 3 nights.
Absolutely, absolutely. So a reminder for everyone out here, if it's your first time to an Evasion event, welcome. This is the premier standard for TARKOV events. Obviously, you will have seen the Evasion armband in the game there. I hope you're all repping that to support Evasion. But also, yeah, this is an amazing event for the Oceanic region, and certainly something that we love seeing events here because we often get forgotten. It's we either get forgotten or there's these amazing events overseas. So it's really incredible that Evasion have been able to put on an event on private servers, no less. Obviously, with the help of BSG and the amazing BSG team who are assisting us. And obviously for all of our production staff and everything, it's 7:15 here, but it's certainly early in the morning for lots of our NA and EU production staff. So massive thanks through to all those guys as well. Yeah, it's a crazy event.
And all the viewers tuning in early or late from the US and overseas. Good
Absolutely.
On you for tuning in to see this thing live. There's nothing like catching these events live. It's fun to watch them on the VOD, but when you catch them live, you can chat in chat, you can barrack for your favourite players and be part of it. It's really fun. So good on you for tuning in.
Absolutely. So just having a look down in the bottom corner of the screen there, the roster for tonight, this Friday, the 13th of May. Toast, I hope Friday the 13th is not going to cause any curses for any of our contestants tonight. But joining us tonight, we've got Arden TV, Toadstyles, Lil Pants, Vambros TV, Falling Rose, MC Nightman, who you might remember from the duos competition, one of the winners of Cringe_OCE, Muzzer Willie, Train, 5th KD, Adatra, and Midlife Mick. So it's a really, really good lineup tonight. Special mention to Train, who has had a very minimal amount of sleep over the past few days. Actually, doing a tournament in the middle of a subathon is pretty crazy. So hopefully she's had a little bit of rest in the lead up to the tournament, a little bit of a nap this afternoon, and is ready to hit it off. Obviously, all of our contestants tonight are competing for a $3,000 prize pool, which is probably in the realm of $25,000 Australian dollar dues. But it's first prize is going to be $1,500. Second place is going to be $1,000, and third place will be $500. That's obviously on the finals
and the
over
best
on
thing
Sunday.
Is you don't have to split this with your teammate because this is solos. So this prize money goes to one person alone. That is pretty amazing prize money from Battlestate Games.
This is absolutely amazing money from Battlestate Games. So massive shout out to BSG, obviously, for creating not only the game we love, but really just supporting these events and obviously, you know, supporting us with the prize money and things like that. It's really amazing to see. It's not something you see from every game developer out there, but certainly it's why if you're an Evasion sub, you'll find there's a little "we love BSG" emote in there. So feel free to spam that around the chats, because we certainly do love BSG here at Evasion, and everything they've done for us in getting these tournaments and stuff set up. So. Toastrak, is there anyone that you're thinking is going to be a standout competitor tonight, or someone you're really sort of secretly rooting for? Not that we've got favourites, but...
Well, it's great to see some of the names from duos. We've got one of the winners of the last duos here representing. So we'll see whether that was the carrying player or the star player, or it was an equal thing. But it's also great to see some of the big names from Australian streaming, like Train, in here, and we got more coming tomorrow as well. But yeah, I love watching Train. She's an absolute weapon. She's been great in tournaments like Punisher as well. But what I love about Evasion tournaments is that they're not just kill fests, they're not just click head fests, it's also strategic, there are also tasks involved, there's strategy, there's quests, basically, there's Tarkov my way, there's go do some quests, go find some things, go loot some computers, you know, go loot some stashes. And it's been great watching some of these players practice during the week, learning the stashes, because if they're just PvP players, they've got another thing coming with an Evasion tournament. They have to go learn every stash on Shoreline, go find every tech store in Interchange and all of that sort of stuff. So it'll be interesting to see how some of these weapon players who are great at PvP, how they do on the other side of the balance sheet.
It's a really good point you've raised, and it's honestly, it's one of the things that I do love about the Evasion tournaments. Certainly, having been a participant in both, the Evasion tournaments were definitely my favorite. Punisher was good fun. Don't get me wrong; it gave me a newfound appreciation for factory and labs. Certainly in both of the Punishers I competed in. But yeah, PvP is not my strong suit. But one of the things about the Evasion tournaments is we're really looking for rounded players. We're looking for, you know, those players that have skills in all areas, and it's often, you know, we find that players who, you know, they don't necessarily need to be really good at PvP to be the winners of these tournaments. So it's going to be really, really cool to see tonight. Obviously, looking at some of these qualifier results, Arden, who is competing tonight, got a 13.55 in the qualifier results, killing 130 PMCs in his qualifying runs. So going to be really, really impressed to see how, or, you know, really excited to see how he goes tonight. MC Nightman came in 6th place in the qualifiers there with an 8.18. So it's going to be pretty interesting. This is the first time that we've had for the solo competition where we've actually had a qualifier for the Oceanic region, getting these guys in. And we had a lot of applications that we had to go through and obviously sort out, and there was a lot of really, really cool stuff happening. So it was great to see everybody jump in and apply. Yeah, so I think I really haven't got a standout contestant from tonight. I've got some money on MC Nightman. I think he did quite well in the duos, but I wonder if not having that second player to give you those extra callouts and cover those extra angles, if that's something that's going to we'll just have to see how his solo play goes tonight. Obviously, Cringe_OCE is one of our Sherpa friends, so an official BSG Sherpa from OCE. So he's somebody who spends his time teaching new players how to actually play the game and how to go and get the pocket watch and all of that sort of stuff. So
I believe also
definitely
Cringe does a bit of battle modding as well. So it'd be nice to see him on the other side of the microphone and actually being the one with the gun and seeing what he can do. He is quite a good player in his own right. And it's great to see Vambros in there representing New Zealand. Lots of Aussies in the list, but good to have our Kiwi cousins representing as well with Vambros in this round and more Kiwis tomorrow.
Most definitely, and I think Vambros was one of the names that I saw come up in the Evasion Discord pretty frequently. I'm not going to lie. When are the qualifying results coming out? What's going on? What's happening? He was in there. I think I was in contact with him fairly frequently as well. So he's been hyped for this tournament tonight, as of all of our competitors, which is really, really good to see. Yeah, so it's going to be amazing. I think tomorrow night as well, we've got a really, really good cast of competitors, and the finals I think they're just going to be massive. I really, looking at this list of competitors here, I'm finding it so hard to pick who is going to be in that list for our final night on Sunday. So it's very, very exciting. I'd like as well to have a quick mention as well to all of our battle mods. You mentioned that Cringe was one of our battle mods, but we've got a massive battle mod team here for Evasion, obviously covering the NA, EU, and some in the OCE region. But guys, we've currently got applications open for battle mods at the moment. If you're interested in getting involved in tournaments, perhaps you're not someone who's, maybe you're not interested in the tournaments, but you're a very knowledgeable player and you want to get involved in the wider Tarkov community. Evasion is a really, really good place to start. So make sure you guys join the Discord, ¡Discord in chat. We'll give you that link there. And honestly, we can't do what we do at Evasion without our battle mods. They are the lifeblood of what we do. Our production staff are amazing. All of our staff that keep all the cogs running in the background, they're amazing too. Our casters such as Toastrak coming and joining us tonight, he's amazing as well. But really, if we didn't have the battle mods, these competitions just would not happen. So if you're interested in getting involved and it's something that you like the look of, jump into the Discord, ask some questions, have a chat. We're certainly very happy to answer any questions. We're certainly happy to give you a run through as to what's involved in being a battle mod, and you too can get involved in this. And not only is it being involved in a really, really cool tournament and a really, really cool family of people that are working together to provide this amazing service to the Tarkov community, you'll meet some really cool people along the way. The team is amazing to work with, and I've enjoyed it every step of the way. So jump into the Discord, be a part of the community, and certainly if it's something that interests you, put that application in. Special points.
I loved having a battle mod. I remember.
Well.
Oh yes, absolutely. They're looking especially for bilingual or foreign language battle mods as well. But I remember from being in Evasion events in the past, having a battle mod in my ear is just the best feeling. It's just saying you've got 5 minutes to go. Don't forget you have to do this before you get out. All of these things. I want a battle mod in real life. I want one in my ear 24/7, just reminding me, you just left your keys on that table. Are you aware of that? Don't forget to pick up milk on the way out. I just want a real life battle mod.
That would be amazing. That would be amazing. Yeah, look, I've often considered that I need a battle mod for my own regular stream. Playing Tarkov, I'll get distracted. Something will happen. We'll be talking about something completely unrelated in chat, and certainly if I could just have somebody there to say, hey, maybe just have a look at this. Trent, remember you in raid? Remember how you heard that guy creeping up on you 30 seconds ago? Let's maybe check where he's at. Have a look in that direction. I reckon I'd have a much better survival rate if that was the case. So, it's going to be amazing. And obviously our battle mods, yep. Make sure you join, guys. If you're interested in it and you don't think you're a competitor, or you're not interested in competing, you're not a streamer, you don't have to be a streamer, please go and join it. And any of the details as well about our competitions and things like that, jump over on the Evasion GG website. We've got information on all of our upcoming tournaments. We've got the calendars there. We've got information about everybody who's in Team Evasion, whether they're competitive players or part of our stream team as well. But yeah, jump on there. This is going to be your number one spot to go and get information about anything that's coming up in the future. And let's not forget about the merch, guys. Range of hats, hoodies. Go and get a jersey with one of your favorite Evasion team members on it. It's really quite amazing. So, and especially from the OCE region, we've obviously got Red Ops and USK, both part of Team Evasion, who unfortunately weren't able to attend tonight's event. We would have had USK obviously on casting, and I know Red was quite interested to compete, but unfortunately Red Ops had, I don't know, he said he had something better to do this weekend. He mentioned it might have been his wedding or something like that. So I don't know, happy wife, happy life, I guess is the saying. So, that's totally fine. No, we wish him all the best, though. And make sure you go and check out our socials as well, obviously on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. But yeah, no, massive congratulations to Red finally getting married this weekend. It's going to be an amazing event for him. And I know a few of the boys are there as well. Yes, USK is in the bridal party as well. So hopefully they all make it to speeches tonight, and after that, go wild, I suppose. So yeah, no, it's really going to be amazing. We might jump into having a look over some of these rules very shortly. I know our competitors are busy getting ready in the background there. Toast, do you want to run us through what's involved in the first map of the night, Labs Heist?
Absolutely. I love this rule set. It's been changed since last season, but pretty much the same as North America and EU. Starting off in labs. Now, we used to start off with an offline labs run, I believe, but now that we're on private servers, this is a live labs run on the private servers, all 12 players in the same raid. They have 25 minutes to rack up as many points as they can. They have to go to labs and kill as many raiders and PMCs, that's each other, and not members of the public, all the other competitors, and extract with the most value of loot they can. And a lot of these points can only be earned if they extract alive within that 25-minute time limit, including looting. So then raiders and PMCs, they are also looking for high value loot, because every 70k rubles worth of loot is worth 1 point. There's also a point per raider kill, a point per PMC kill, an extra 2 points if you get a dog tag and extract with it, and the extraction itself is also worth 3 points. So they can start out with any loadout they like. They're all on the same account, so they're all on a level 42 account with the same amount of starting cash and so on, but they can take anything they like except a Reaper, a Fleur, or a T7. So they can go for hell for the leather with a grenade launch, blow all their money on shells, or they can go with their favourite kit. But they're all starting from a level playing field on this, and all in the same raid together.
Absolutely, and it's good you mentioned that there was a slight change between the NA and EU there. So the 70k worth of loot has been reduced down to 1 point this time. Just looking at at Evasion, we always like to be adapting and learning from past competitions and things like that. And obviously, sometimes it's the first time we've run any of these particular maps, particular rule sets. So we do try and make some changes along the way. We found that a lot of players were getting really high scores in labs. So it's going to be interesting for the OCE competition, because labs isn't weighted as heavily in those overall points for the competition. So it's going to be really, really interesting to see where some of these guys land. Looking at all these competitors and having watched a lot of these competitors, I think we've got a real mix of skill here tonight in labs. I hope a lot of these guys are brushed up on what their what their knowledge is like, and certainly where all those premium loot spawns are. But I'm a massive fan of this rule set. I'm definitely a loot goblin. So any map that gives points for loot or loot value, I'm all about it.
Well, and it's going to be interesting because a lot of people are going to be returning to labs in real life in Tarkov in the next few days. Labs keycards are on 30% discount. There's new ways to get labs keycards in the main game. All the cheaters and hackers are gone apparently now that they can't do all their RMT stuff anymore. So everyone, labs is open for business. And we're going to be taking notes on how to play this map properly and well. And of course, the raider spawns are increased on this private service. So there's going to be more raiders than you'll normally get in a labs raid for this labs heist. So that's going to make things pretty spicy as well. So expect a lot of action right from the start of the raid. A lot of spawns are very close together on this map, and the sound is loud. You can hear footsteps on metal right near you right from the start from some spawns, and things can get hairy very quickly. But there's such a heavy weight for the points towards survival. So do people try and survive and avoid conflict like I would, or are they going to go out there and try and get dog tags and rack up the maximum points? And there'll be a split between those two. It's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're not wrong about the 30% off loot at the moment. So guys, just make sure you use code Evasion30 in the Tarkov checkout to get 30% off your labs cards today. But speaking of segues into sponsors as well, just want to have a massive shout out as well to Stints Built, obviously a massive supporter of the Evasion tournaments. They've joined us recently as one of our beloved sponsors. So make sure you guys go and check them out. They do ship to the Australian and New Zealand regions. And I've seen some really cool stuff coming out on Twitter at the moment in terms of some of the builds they've been doing. And then I recently built a new PC and I was very proud of it. i9 12900K 3090. And I spent ages on my cable management. And then I've seen some of these photos come up on Twitter, Stints Built, and I'm ashamed of my cable management, even though I spent ages with it, and I now need to deconstruct my entire PC and put it all back together and maybe get some... Anyway, I don't know. I'll see if I can just ship them the parts and maybe they can pretty it up for me. But yeah, definitely check them out. The link is in the chat there, and they'll set anything up for whatever your needs are, whatever your budget is. They will put it together for you and get that shipped out, guys. So go and check them out. A reminder as well, we are 12 competitors tonight. We're 12 competitors tomorrow night, and we will have 12 in the final, which means that the top 6 from tonight will get the opportunity to go through to the finals and battle it out. And 12 players... Toast labs, 12 players labs. I don't know about you,
and
but
12 solo players too.
Yeah, it's
not one team and then nothing. It's amazing. So it's quite an event to have 12 different spawns occupied. So you know that spawns near you are going to be occupied. It's not going to be just you at one end and a party of 5 at the other end. It's going to be chock-a-block in there with solo players, all with the same objectives in mind as well. So it takes us a couple of minutes to get everyone into the first raid. Everyone's got a custom version of Escape from Tarkov. They're running hooked up to the custom servers, and it's all hooked up to the live scoring engine as well. So as people come out of raid, there's an actual live scoreboard that will be updated by the software itself. So BSG actually customized Escape from Tarkov to have these scoreboards updates. So it's in a few minutes time we'll be loading into the first raid using this custom software, and it always takes a couple of minutes to get everyone configured and online and going. So we will be starting very shortly with the first round, and then they'll follow pretty quickly after each other after that.
Absolutely. So if you guys want to follow along with those scores, escapefromtarkov.com/evasion. You'll be able to see the scores, obviously, from tonight. Group A, you'll be able to follow along with Group B tomorrow night and the finals as well. Sigma in the chat there, throwing some shade at OCE, still using dial-up. I think it's called ADSL here, but it's not far from the truth. I'm not going to lie. So yes, it did take a little bit longer for our competitors to get all downloaded tonight. But yeah, make sure you guys follow along with the scores. They are live to what you're seeing on screen, so you'll be able to see a breakdown of points for kills, for dog tags, for items, for extracts, all of that sort of stuff. Follow along on your second screen or a mobile device if you have that as well. And yeah, get settled in, because obviously, as Toast said, our guys are getting prepped. I'm sure maybe we've had some delays as well. It's a really interesting thing when we're on these private servers. Previously in tournaments, we've been on public servers, so there's been a real push by our competitors to go and earn a lot of money and build lots of kits and have all of that pre-prepared prior to these tournaments. And I'm sure they've all got weapons that they really, really enjoy using. They've got all of their presets ready to go. On the private servers, you are handed an account with some money and nothing else. It's your job to go and make sure that you know how to go and build these weapons from all of the trader inventories, put that all together, get all of your kits ready for each of these maps. So I hope all of our competitors had a really good think about what they wanted to build tonight, what they want to run with tonight. I certainly know labs can often be a very CQC bound map. But I've often seen a lot of people run, things like Voodoos and Razors and Valdes and all that sort of stuff on labs and take those longer fights on labs. But it's I'm seeing in chat there the MP7A meta. Yeah, look, I'm definitely a fan. Definitely a fan. So it's going to be really interesting to see what
one of the challenges for players is to know how to build their favorite guns without having their presets all built. You got to remember which trader sells which part. You got to be able to put all this stuff together from scratch. Who has the ammo? What you can't. You're not going to have time to craft any ammo. None of that sort of stuff is going to happen. So you're going to have to use Tarkov in a new way. But it's also a good time right now to go hit up these other competitors. If you do have a second screen open, use those links in chat to jump over to some of the other competitors. Give them a follow, give them a cheer on, give them a hello and a GG and a good luck. And they'll be starting their match with all your love and support behind them. Help calm those first raid nerves.
Absolutely. Thank you for those well wishes, Toast Rack. Just having a look as well there. Competitors for tomorrow, Splinter, Chad Radicus, Rambunctious has been replaced with Afraid. For tomorrow, Sir Nobby, Wild Koala, Juicin TV, AU, Turtle, Ridstar, Happy Feet Ninja, Marcus NZ, OG Subspecies, and Brobster as well. So tomorrow night's roster is looking really, really spicy as well. We've got a poll in chat as well, guys. Make sure you check out favorite weapon type. What is it? Make sure you go and vote in there so that we can discuss some other things while we're stalling, while our competitors get ready and get into these into these raids. But yeah, no, tomorrow's going to be great.
DMR is taking an early lead in that poll, but I don't see submachine guns represented enough in there. This is very skewed. we need some more action for subbies in there.
We really don't, and I don't know. Like, is that a change this wipe? Like, obviously the available of PBP or the 7N31, the available of PBP in AP 6.3 ammos has just, for me personally, has reduced the viability in all situations submachine gun. But I, special shout out to Crazy Rhino in chat there. Any Keter enjoyers? Look, I think if you're running a Keter with SP7, or you've got a 919 Vector, or even the 45 Vector with that rip ammo, I think the leg meta is definitely, if you're running submachine guns these days, you are running the leg meta, I think. But definitely.
Also missing from that poll, definitely represented in chat now, is the shotgun. I'm a big fan of the Saiga with a big barrel of AP 20 in it, and that can do some damage as well. What would be the
Definitely.
best spawn, Trent, on as people spawn into the labs? Where would you like to spawn the most for a competition like this?
I mean, look, considering that I think Labs is a really important map to go and assert your dominance, right? It's one of our premier PvP maps in Tarkov. It is the Shift W map of all Shift W maps. I certainly wouldn't, I'll tell you where I wouldn't want to get, down in the sewers. That's probably one of the worst spawns. Not only is it a really loud exit, right? Like you're leaving that area. It's really loud. You're letting everybody know you're down there, but you're so far away from all of those loot spawns and things like that. Having said that, at least you know nobody's behind you, which is a really good thing. But yeah, definitely, I think I'd want to see a spawn maybe in the elbow near parking. Would probably be one of my preferences.
Well, look, I'm shocked, Trent, because I love a sewer spawn myself. I love to spawn downstairs. Maybe medical elevators would be my favorite. I like to start off down there, hit a couple of buttons, kill a couple of raiders, get some points under my belt, pick up a few extra nades while I'm at it, and then work my way upstairs. That would be the sort of the caps lock W approach that I would probably take in a game like this.
The caps lock W approach. I love it. Definitely going to use that one in the future. And look, I don't, we mentioned before talking about this rule set, you asked the question, do our competitors, are they going to go for the Shift W approach where they're trying to maximize on kills and things like that? Obviously, it's a very risky play. Or are they going to try and take that little bit of a backseat, focus on getting that loot, focus on getting those low risk kills from our raiders, or maybe, third partying a competitor or something like that. Perhaps for them, a more measured approach of spawning in sewer might be the better approach here. I think both methods can work. I wouldn't want to put money on perhaps which method would work. But personally, I think I'm with you. Maybe sewer is a good option here.
Yeah, well, I've heard the players are starting to spawn into the match, so it won't be long now. And we'll see some action very soon. But I don't think they have any key cards, any blue or black or red key cards. So it's all going to be open doors they're going to be going for as far as loot goes.
On labs.
Absolutely. And right now we're jumping into the very first raid of Group A in the Oceanic Solos. We've got here Toadstyles and Vambros TV. Vambros just quickly washing his hands, making sure he's taking that 20 seconds. No, he's up near the red keycard room. He looks like he's throwing a grenade down towards past kitchen there. He's running downstairs.
Testing to see if anybody's down there.
Yep.
And
well,
using the grenade as a sounding device to see who's there, if anyone reacts or any raiders react. But I don't think he got much from that.
Absolutely. And I mean, look, we're in the OCE region, guys. All of our players play in the OCE region. We're not a populous region, and I'd probably say on average in the labs raid, we'd have anywhere between 4 to maybe 8 players on labs. So having 12 players on labs, the action for these guys is going to happen really, really quickly. With those spawns being nice and close, it's not an overly large map.
Timmy legs have ruined me.
Toadstyle's eyeing off. He's hearing something, but I don't see any movement. So he's taking an angle and taken that up. Clearly, Vambro's taken up an angle as well. And you see a lot of this cautiousness early on in the competition where people have chosen a favorite angle and are just going to hang back, see what comes their way, and not be the first one to die in the competition.
Oof. Adatra in the middle of a fight happening right now. So it looks like we've got a fight between Adatra and Arden TV, both facing off against each other downstairs in the area here.
Shots fired.
And it looks like Adatra's just taken out Arden TV. So Arden, obviously our point leader in the qualifiers, and Adatra just absolutely slapping him when he's come out of that door there. Huge GGs to Adatra in that fight. That's a really good early labs point acquisition there. So obviously we've just seen him trying to put that tag into his gamma container. A reminder that no tags can go into gamma containers. So if you want to get those points for tags, you need to confirm your extract. You need to survive this map to get those additional points.
Adatra in that downstairs area, probably pushing some buttons, wisely checking the drop down before hitting the button and seeing if he can get a raider or two, get those raider points. But the long range floor shot, of course, no one's going to come to Black Keycard Room, but they are going to come up and look for kills and try and get some loot in some of the other medical offices. There'd probably be quite a few rubles worth of loot just lying around on those medical tables.
I believe, okay, so looking at Cringe's screen here, it looks like he's just spotted, he's just spotted Little Pants there, and it took him a second. That was such a good peek there by Cringe. So Little Pants obviously holding the prone snake position by server room. So this is downstairs near Black Room and Blue Room, and Cringe has just been able to see the silhouette through the classic Tarkov haze in the distance there. So a really good kill there by Cringe. Awesome to see him get some of those early points in this raid.
And look at the focus on his face. He's just listening for every sound. Sounds so important in Tarkov, especially in labs. And that's a sound you don't want to hear.
Most definitely. So flicking over to 5th KD now and Midlife Mick. It looks like 5th's been in a little bit of a fight here.
Yep, and the bathroom area, kitchen area, always highly contested, and a scene of many fights. There's a lot of doors. You can never be safe. There's always in front of you and behind you.
Classic stutter from the oceanic internet there. You guys might remember that little dial-up sound that used to happen. Oh, wow.
Very decisive.
Midlife.
I don't think there was any return of fire there at all.
Fight. There wasn't. I wonder if Mick maybe heard the healing noise there, pushed ahead with it, and just didn't expect to check that angle there. So nice kill from 5th there. Unfortunate for Midlife.
And 5th trying the flank here after having a grenade thrown at him.
All right, on to Train. Currently with 42 hours and 51 minutes left of the subathon. She's currently been on for many, many days now. Good to see her sitting upright and not slouched and sleepy. Currently checking the right-hand elbow of lower parking. Just with a couple of quick peeks around the door there. Muzzer Willie nice and close in the downstairs section here as well. It looks like he's just below Yellow Room. He's very cautious. He's checking all of these angles. He's going upstairs. A train probably would have heard him close by there. Grenades going off all around them. Still a lot of competitors up here, so we've got we've got quite a bit happening.
Taking a very wide angle, but is wary of action in the distance. Has a scope. Now a sounding grenade to see what's down there. Not much happening, no response. Did Muzzer hear that grenade? They're moving towards each other. We could see some action.
Train taking a couple of shots through the door here, just clearing those angles. Smart. I like to see it.
And it's like a nade. It's a way of sounding out what's down there. It does do a bit of damage. Oh, but right from behind, Muzzer Was it Muzza who spotted her?
Excellent. Yeah, it
Took
was.
her out.
Excellent shot there from Muzza. Obviously took that higher position there through the windows and was able to spot Train there. So unfortunate for
Heard the
Train.
Teslas.
Very cheeky angle from Muzza Willie there.
And he goes in for the dog tag. But he's not alone. Quickly picking up. That's all worth loot. Of course, he can't help his reflexes. Putting the dog tag in the pouch. It will not go in there on this server.
Absolutely, you know, it's just one of those classic things that we're just so used to. So prioritizing the Blackrock over the Gazelle there. Obviously, one of the major components of this map is looting as much as you possibly can. It's a point for every 70k worth of loot. So we're going to see our competitors making some really quick, really hopefully clever decisions in terms of the loot Tetris that they're going to play to try and maximize on those points, which they'll get for the extract.
So at this point in the raid, we have half of our competitors are dead. 6 are now alive. And will they keep hunting for each other, or will they move into a phase of looting and trying to get points that way, and maybe push a few buttons, get a few raiders?
Absolutely. If this was me right now in this competition, not only would I be extremely nervous, especially on labs, especially with 12 players, but definitely, I think I'd want to be dealing with all these players first, and then making some advancements for loot and raiders thereafter.
It makes it such a winner-takes-all game that the last couple of people alive are going to get all the loot points. But I think that's how it goes in this competition, when everyone else is trying to find you while you're trying to find some points.
Most definitely. So what we're just seeing here is the aftermath of 5th KD just killing Toadstyles by the looks, and Falling Rose as well. So definitely accruing some points here. Certainly getting those tags, picking up that loot, and getting ready to do, I suppose, an extract after maybe some additional looting there. But just checking some of the options with that option there open.
Yeah, 5th has 3 PMC kills so far, and I think he has the dog tags of all 3. So that is quite a pouch of points if you can get those dog tags out alive.
Absolutely. It's a change I'm a big fan of, coming into the private server realm of Tarkov, where we're really prioritizing those survives there. Competitions that I've been on in the past, it's been a case of just fit as much in your container as you can, and hopefully that's enough. Vanbro is checking some of these weapon boxes downstairs, maybe hoping for some sweet attachments. Unfortunately, just walks away with an old AK. And we've got obviously 5th here, still trying to loot Tetris as much as possible into these bags.
He's still celebrating, but all that noise is going to attract attention. I wouldn't be hanging around too long around those bodies. And it's a good idea he's moving.
No, very true, very true.
I've got no arms, and I'm heavy.
He's got 2 black arms. Oh, and that's not going to help. Let's run into Vanbros. Oh, and Vanbros is down. How is 5th pulling this off? Why is he putting the bag down for a second? He's got a nasty bleed. He's got not much of him left, but he has taken out 4 PMCs at this stage, I think.
Absolutely. Something we haven't seen here in this first group of the OCE. Bit of a fight here between Muzza and Adatra. Unfortunately, Adatra goes down to
Adatra gone down, and Muzza takes the kill.
Absolutely. Another nice kill by Muzza. Well done. Gonna have to search all those bags, find all that loot, work out what's worth keeping and what's not. Definitely the DT MDR. But yeah, no, this is... I haven't seen anybody yet start a little bag stash, maybe in a back room somewhere, so that they can sort all of this loot out later. And it was something that we did see in the NA and EU competitions.
That's right. If you're alive late in raids, it's worth checking behind the cars in the car park or in the bathroom stalls for abandoned bags of deceased owners and pick up a lot of points that way from loots.
So Cringe looking incredibly focused here, down on the lower level of the server room, just stopping for a moment, taking it all in, having a listen. I often seeing things in Tarkov is obviously being able to see things is a really massive advantage. But those that can really tune in and really listen, really hear for those fine sounds that are happening, and be able to just by the type of noise, whether it's metal or wood or anything like that, map knowledge really comes into play here, and being able to just detect where a player is based on the sound and the type of sound and the direction you're hearing it is such an advantage in this game.
I'm surprised there haven't been more raiders around. I don't think too many people have been pushing buttons or chasing the raiders. They've been chasing each other. But now would be a good time to hit a few buttons and get a few extra points.
Most definitely.
I was waiting for you to not be in fight, just to let you know.
Here we go. You hear one of the battle mods in the background there. Just a reminder as well, guys. Please give some love to our battle mods. They are amazing. They are the lifeblood of the Evasion tournaments. Exclamation Discord. Make sure you jump in there if you want to become part of the Evasion battle mod team. You can do it straight there. And chat with your local battle mod today.
I just heard a button going off there, so that's one more set of raiders on their way.
All right, where do we see Fifth? He's downstairs by the elevator. It looks like he might be preparing for an extract here very shortly. Probably not a terrible plan, considering the man's got a few dog tags on him, a little bit of loot. Could be well worth trying to confirm these points here. So
I'd take the money and go. He's got so much money tied up in those dog tags. They only pay dividends if he gets out alive, so it could be pretty smart. And he's heavy. He's not going to get any more loot than he's got right now. He's got quite a heavy bag. Oh, he's got a few slots left, but those dog tags are worth so much. I'd be bailing now if it were me. Take the money and run.
Fantastic. A really, really good raid
Nice
from
work.
KD there. Amazing to see. We love
Excellent. So he's the first to extract, and there are 3 players left in the map.
Absolutely. So we've got Muzzer Willie, Cringe _OCE, as well as MC Nightman, still on this map, still checking their angles, still incredibly cautious about what's happening. The thing is, our competitors still potentially believe that there's a full raid of people here. The only people they know that are missing or that are gone from this raid are the people they've killed. So, nice kill from Cringe there on a raider walking through that door. Must be green name privileges there, certainly. That raider would have 180 on me, Toast, and hit me with the 7mm buckshot straight to my eyes.
Exactly. And raiders can carry some decent loot as well. Now some buttons going down with less than 10 minutes to go.
Most definitely. We see those raiders, particularly with things like attachments and lots of small little 1x1 slot items. If you can spend the time, looting those bits and pieces, definitely good. Muzzer Willie just finding an RFID there on the floor of Cat Room. Nice little 30 or 40k there, certainly.
Definitely good points, and I think this is not a bad strategy. Now that it's getting quieter in the raid, there are fewer players around, fewer fights going on. Why not use the time you have left, especially if you don't have a whole lot of PMC kills, a whole lot of dog tags? Why not use the time left to cash in on as many multiples of 70,000 rubles as you can get? Oh, raiders lining up like rockets.
Very clean from Muzzer Willie. He's smart, you know. He's just holding this angle here. He's obviously played labs a few times. He knows those raiders will wander around and just walk into his bullets practically. So he's obviously hit that parking button there, and he's just waiting for these guys to come out. Once he's cleared these raiders, he will probably see an extract from Muzzawilly.
They usually come in what, 2s or 3s, so he's got more money on the table here if he can get a couple more raiders.
Through the door.
They're not happy with
All right,
it.
so MC, no, they're definitely not.
I need to get to the side.
So Muzza just talking about wanting to get to the other side here. So he obviously wants to clear this raider here. He's looking through the crack in the middle of the door here, just trying to get that cheeky angle. Talking about getting to the other elbow of parking here. So it's obvious that with 7 minutes still left in raid, he's got an idea that potentially he wants to still go and loot some stuff. MC Nightman just holding some of these angles here, down by blue tent downstairs. Just obviously very cautious still about the buttons have been pressed. There's still going to be a few raiders kicking around in all directions. Now is certainly not the time to haphazardly shift W into what could potentially be a bit of war mage from a raider, or certainly a better ammunition type from one of our remaining competitors.
Not sure what spooked Nightman, but nothing came of it. He's holding that angle for quite a while. He must have heard something. He looks like he's hunting wabbits. But I don't know. I think why not go up to manager's office? Why not go up to, the cat boardroom and pick up some of those expensive items just lying around there?
Absolutely. Well, I mean, managers, for example, they may not have a key for being the only thing with absolutely
true,
office
but
in
the
front
office,
of it, yes.
the reception desk, even like where red key card is, there's a lot of stuff you can get just on those the unlocked computer counters and so on.
Oh, for sure.
That
for sure.
Looks like some raider action for Muzzawilly.
All right, we hear a button going off here somewhere.
Finally,
sounds like,
the other car park, the warehouse, perhaps.
Yeah, it could be hanging that one. Sounds like we haven't seen any of these guys hit a button here, so it was probably Cringe who's hit the button there, maybe planning for an extract. And we've obviously got MC Nightman just looting some of these items here, picking up a Raven in the dark offices. There's a few computers and things in there. And, the advice I've always received from people when they're like, hey, Trent, if you're playing labs, check all of the computers. It's... I don't know what it is. People seem to think there's a higher spawn of GPUs and computers on labs. I'm yet to verify it, but it's certainly worth checking. GPU to a trader is big money.
Exactly, and none of the Chads are going to be looting those computers, that's for sure. But these guys have a big incentive to do that. Checking every corner. Yep. And the friend. Nice couple of points right there. On the way out.
Nice to see. So 4 minutes and 25 seconds left in raid.
He's in a hurry somewhere. Nightman's heard something.
I don't know about you, Toast, but when that timer up in one of two things happens when that timer goes red up in the top right-hand corner. One, I start panicking and I just need to start planning my exit. Or two, I'm still so busy with my arm in someone else's backpack, looting little items and trying to Tetris it, that I completely ignore the red timer, and then suddenly an MIA comes up on screen. So I'm hoping our competitors are paying close attention to that. Obviously, battle mods will be in their ears telling them to get the hell out if they're getting a little bit worried.
Yeah. It's let the min-maxing begin.
Definitely. So
we haven't up. He's going to cash in.
Players, dog tag.
He's getting out. Absolutely. We haven't seen on screen, but Cringe_OCE has also been able to extract as well, which leaves MC Nightman, the remaining player in raid, with 3 minutes and 15 seconds.
And he's back in his favourite spot, camping for more raiders to wander by on a routine visit, and looks like he might have one.
Absolutely. Well, I
Patience
wonder if
pays
he's
off.
heard a little bit of that. I wonder if he's heard a little bit of that noise from Muzzawilly. Obviously, he would have. He was close enough that he probably would have heard.
Yeah.
Obviously, got some raiders here.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
he killed a lot of red cylinders before he killed that raider.
Oh, that was scary.
We need exploding
Glad he got him
cylinders in
down.
this game, Nikita. Nikita, we need some explosions when you shoot those
Oh,
cylinders.
please.
They're red. Come on.
Please. All right, so MC Nightman, not a lot of stuff here in the backpack, but that's okay. We see him starting to pick up some of these items here. 2 minutes and
Yeah, I
15
know.
seconds
There's
left
someone to
in
my left
in
here.
It's going
raid.
to take a lot
Battle
of
mod just telling
wires
him.
and caps to get to 70k as well.
Unless they left.
He
Most
hasn't
definitely.
got great
Thankfully-
loot. He wants more.
It's possible.
That's okay. Thankfully, a few raider kills here, but we're definitely. He's just made a mention there that he heard another player here, so
Right.
he obviously heard Muzzawilly doing
Go.
killing those couple of raiders there,
Hard to
but
go
won't
home.
be confirmed for him that Muzza is actually extracted from the raid. So this is a really critical point for him. He just needs to make sure this extract is clear before trying to push in, dropping the bag, making sure he's got that mobility. Also dropping the bag, making sure his competitor can't take all of his good loot.
Oh, he's got plenty of time to loot all these raiders and get out. Not a problem.
Most definitely.
It's unfortunate having the F4. So annoying having those separate compartments. Really restricts
Yeah,
your looting abilities.
You really can't fit a whole bunch of those extra rigs in, right? It's I'm always happy for an F4. It's a nice cheap bag. It does, you can fit a lot of stuff in there, but too often, Toast, I find myself in raid just wishing that I didn't have those partition compartments to really optimize my loot. Take that extra rig or fit that extra armor or something in. All right. Fantastic. He's just edging closer to this this extract here, which is going to be good.
Wow,
And
that's gonna be
Grab those
we're
attachments.
ever closer to.
Sure.
Oh, for sure.
Let's see if I can min-max anymore.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Wires, I mean,
Okay.
jeez.
Most definitely. I mean, even dropping
There we go.
loot that you brought into raid, to bring it out is a huge thing as well. But
Exactly.
he's made the best of what he can
exactly.
do there. 9 seconds left on the
Playing
clock,
like a
and
coward,
he's made it
but I
out.
just want to get points on the board.
Great
Hey,
to
that's
see
it,
him
Arden. Oh, sorry,
making the
sorry,
absolute
that's-
most of the clock. The entire 25
Absolutely.
minutes.
No, and look, he's made the mention there, playing like a coward, but he just wanted to get points. It's important to stack those points early in these things. You don't want to be risking, risk later on. Bank some points now, get it under the belt, and then risk it later on. So, looking at this leaderboard, Toast, do you want to run us through where our current standings
You know what
are?
surprises me? So Muzzawilly, #1 spot with 20 points, did a fantastic job with quite a lot of kill points as well as the exfil and the loot points as well. MC Nightman just behind with 19 points, made up of way more of the loot points than the kill points. And then Cringe OCE only a couple of points behind again in the #3 spot. And 5th KD, even though he had a massive number of kills, is in 4th place. Left behind, even though he did extract with those dog tags, he didn't have very much in the way of loot points at all. So that really hurt him, even though he had that fantastic kill count. And then you can tell those who died early and died often, they are yet to score, but everything changes very quickly in an Evasion event. There are many maps yet to come, and they will have their opportunity to leap to the front. But isn't it interesting that the maximum number of kills... well, actually, Muzzawilly did have the maximum kill count, but 5th KD had the second highest number of kills, but is 4th in the points.
Absolutely, and we can see here, obviously, for those that had watched the NA or EU events here for the solos in any of those group stages, you would have seen obviously a much higher point count for these initial or the very first raid here for labs. Seeing a height of 20 here is certainly unusual, but feels like this still, at this point, is going to be anyone's man. Anyone's game. Anybody's got the opportunity here to win this. I'm not seeing any scenario where any of our other players couldn't achieve 20 or more points above their competitors in some of these final stages. So it's going to be really, really cool to see. Obviously, any of our guys who weren't able to score many or any points, unfortunately, in labs, but we've still got 4 more maps where they can make up a massive amount of points here.
That's right. I remember Chief GG having 60 or more points for this map, but that was in the days when it was only 50. You got 3 points, I think, for 50k of value. So definitely the points have been rebalanced. So you're not comparing apples with apples, but and that's why it's a bit more evenly balanced now. The points weighting between the kills and the loot points. And I think this is probably the best way going forward to have this event scored.
Absolutely. And I mean, we're always talking about ways to improve our events. If you guys have got any feedback or anything on the events, make sure you jump in. Guys, I know I've said it before, but join the Discord. That's really where the critical conversation about the Evasion tournaments happens. But enough about that. Toast, do you want to take us through our next event?
So right now, our players are queuing into the second round. That's the beauty of having these closed servers. They're all 12 of them are now queuing in to the second round. Is going to happen very quickly soon after this. They're going into interchange and they're shopping for a LAN party. Now, I'm old enough to remember LAN parties where you spent 50% of the night trying to get all your CPU and RAM and power supply unit, power cord, hard drive, and CPU cooler working, and then 50% playing Quake or whatever it was you're going to play. But this is what they're going to be doing. They're going to be getting points for kills, scav kills, PMC kills, and dog tags, just like before. But now they've got specific items to go shopping for, and they're tech items, they're computer items. There are parts they need to get 1 point per part. Then there are rare parts, bonus parts that are worth 3 points each. The SSD drive, the GPU, the working LCD, and the flash drive. And the more of these you get, the better. So even if you found one, if you find 2 GPUs, that's another 3 points. They stack. So you're getting points for parts plus points for scav kills, PMC kills. No bonus for killer, no bonus for bigger scav bosses, but there are bonuses for PMCs with dog tags. You get the 2 points for the dog tag if you get to extract, and you only get the points for those parts and bonus parts if you manage to extract. So surviving makes a big difference on this map.
Again, the emphasis on the survives. Chat, unfortunately, getting killed by killer will not award you any points. Definitely need to watch out for that guy, because now that he's
wouldn't mind picking up his helmet though.
Oh, for sure. I think one of the things I love about this event is the computers really are spread out very, very equally across the map. You've got obviously all of the computers in the back sections of the secret stairwells on both sides of the map. You've obviously got computers as well along all the back section of Ollie. You've also got them in the idea offices as well. You've got some over in power. You've got that sneaky one computer in the green medical room upstairs. I think our guys here are going to be checking a lot of these computers, but some of these items as well are obviously just loose spawns throughout the map as well. So this is going to be really cool. I think we're going to see a lot of our competitors really doing laps around interchange, and with so many dark shops, with so many angles to cover. I wonder if we're going to see. I wonder if we're going to see, players with the Shift W methodology, being able to quickly see those players and snap onto them, or whether that's going to be the downfall of them. I love this map and I love this this rule set.
Well, we've heard they're spawning in now, so it won't be long before we see them on the screen. And the spawn is going to be pretty hot because I think all 12 of them are spawning in to the same map on our private server. So on interchange, some of those spawns are very close together around the outside of the map. So be prepared to see some action PvP right from the get-go, because you can spawn very close to your next door neighbor on this map before you even get inside. And everyone needs to get inside to get those parts. So kills are going to be a big part of the first part of this raid. And one thing that surprised me in NA and EU was people didn't rush the tech stores. People didn't rush Tech Light. They were going for the computers in back rooms and places like that. And they ended up being the hot spots where a lot of kills happened. So we'll see what happens, see if AU has learned from those lessons, and we'll see who gets their LAN party off to a flying start.
Absolutely.
First, we're going to go straight out and see Muzzawilly, our points leader, and he is spawned in. It looks like Emacom. No, he's right down the back,
out the back of Railway. This one, yeah.
He's got a long run ahead of him, and he's not happy about it. I'd be looking
this is
in the
either a
hidden
blessing or a
stashes out
curse,
here.
Toast. This is either a blessing or a curse.
He's got a neighbour.
Being that far out. So it looks like Cringe is over at Emacom here, actually. So they are on the opposite sides of the map.
They are.
But very, very... Oh, Arden's very close here, though.
Arden spawned right nearby, yep. And Arden knows that someone probably spawned back there and is looking to see if he can get an easy kill. Vanbro's spawned in between. Is he near the Scav joint extract? Oh, and he sees some movement there.
He looks like he is.
Surely that's a Scav in the glass. And camping the entrance, which makes a lot of sense. Train's made it into the car park and is watching her back very wisely. Doesn't want to get killed by Killer on her way into the mall. And very cautiously moving around. Arden's hitting the car park very soon as well. Some scavs are upset about it. Looks like she's heading towards the ramp, and she's already found a couple of... Oh, Arden that was Arden she just took out. And Arden going down to a tap to the head. Brutal.
Oh, I want that.
Yes, you did.
Train sounding pretty happy with herself just then. It's, you saw her take that shot and flick away almost instantly. And it's that question of, did I kill them? Are they still up? Did the bullet, did that bounce off their helmet? Helmets save lives, chat, by the way. Helmets save lives.
Except in
until
that
they don't.
Particular case. Now, it'll be interesting to see what Muzza does here, whether he goes upstairs. Vanbro's looking through the bushes and might be... Vanbro sees Muzzawilly heading for the door. Can he get through? Does he get stuck?
Oh, no.
Oh, Muzza returns fire, but doesn't take the kill. He got killed. Vanbros is just a head on a stick right now, but he managed to take down the kill. What a fight at the entrance of the mall.
So there we go. That's
getting stuck on a box. We've all done that.
Oh, definitely. We've seen our point leader now taken out of the second raid of the night. Leaving Muzzawilly at the up on the 20-point mark. And obviously Vanbro's taking him out here. This could really shake things up in this second raid.
Leg and stomach. Okay. That needs to go into the thorax immediately.
Now Vanbros is sticky taking himself together. Toastale's
He's very close here. He's
Testel's
very
going
close.
back
While those heals are
outside.
happening,
Right, he's going to the next entrance. He must have heard there was some action and see if he can get a piece of that.
We managed to nail him just enough.
time is critical. The seconds after a fight, you know, you never know if that other person is as Van Bruce is trying to piece his life back together, stitch by stitch.
Yeah.
So pushing as quick as you can to that fight that you've just heard end could mean the difference between killing somebody with one bullet or seven.
He's gonna. Oh, there he is. No,
And he's
Van
hurting,
Bruce
approaching.
Sorry. Sorry.
Got well
I'm sorry.
quickly enough. I didn't think Van
I'm
Bruce was going to heal in time. Van Bruce, sorry,
Van
not
Bruce
sorry.
incredibly apologetic there.
That guy's gonna be
It's
like,
okay,
"Let
Van
me
Bruce.
run up."
That's what you're supposed to do in this. It's a
I
tournament,
nearly
mate. You
couldn't
need the
cancel
kills.
The surgery in time.
He did have to
It
cancel
is
surgery to get
very
that shot off, and that is amazing. Inside the mall.
It would be nice to
That
get
was amazing. He was shouting out there, I wasn't camping the entrance, I was just stitching my leg back on.
It's funny you say that. You know, it's one of those things in Tarkov. You know, there's so many call outs in Discords and streams and all that sort of stuff of, oh, he was camping. But you know, as we've just seen there, this is one of the most amazing things in Tarkov, guys. Private servers, we're watching, you know, live views from all of our competitors with their point of view. Right, and we can see there, for example, Van Bruce just wanted to put his life back together. You know, there was no camping involved here. It was purely just circumstantial. And it's amazing to see those situations that, you know, in a public game, you might have been like, oh, that bloke was camping there. But, you know, in actual fact, Van Bruce just wanted his leg back.
We know otherwise. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Nightman on
Tarkov
tippy
report
toes.
when?
And sorry, there's also a 1 minute delay. I should let you know that because them's the rules.
Every player is on a 1 minute delay on their stream, so that to help combat any shenanigans, so that everyone's on a level playing field. And he's got a great outlook there to see if anyone runs from one tech store to another downstairs, but nothing going so far. 5th KD with all those PMC kills under his belt from Labs is out on the hunt again. Lil Pants hears something coming. Inner idea. Oh, there's the action. Lil Pants sees. I don't think 5th KD has much idea that Lil Pants is there and takes the shots. And there is the kill. And there's the other end. Sometimes there's a few seconds delay between one end and the other. And that was very well played by Lil Plants. Slow playing idea and picking up the kill. And that brings down the 4th place leader, and 5th KD denied getting much at all on this round.
But I think it was about 2-3 minutes away.
Is Lil Pants hearing more, or was that the end of the fight? Now Cringe walking the outside. Has he even gone in yet? You might hear some action. But hoping a player has taken their time coming in. And of course, scav kills are a point each. So nothing wrong with the strategy of trying to rack up half a dozen scav kills as well. But we're not seeing much looting so far. You think, okay, the initial wave of violence has passed. We can go shopping for our LAN party now. But everyone's still on edge. They've all heard gunshots. They've all heard battles. They've all heard people going down. And look how nervous Nightman looks, tiptoeing through the stores in the shadows. And I don't think many GPUs and CPUs have been picked up by anyone at this stage of the match. And they don't have a full round. They don't have 40 minutes they have 25 minutes to get everything done. So time is
Absolutely,
of the essence.
it's that shorter time, right? So, but you have mentioned obviously that our guys aren't looting yet, but you got to remember as well, clearing these players first so they can loot without too much worry is a really, really critical thing. And you know what? The strategy of letting your teammates, letting the other competitors loot first and maybe just picking up a bag full of loot towards the end of the raid could be quite a strategy here as well.
It is. Let someone else do all the hard work, shopping, hunting, and gathering, and you just take them out on the way out and take all that gear off them. Thank you very much. But you got to survive 24 minutes for that strategy to work.
Absolutely. The classic loot delivery. So Cringe here, just on the outside of Goshen, just checking the Emicom ramp, looking for any players or scavs. We've got MC Nightman just above by the bay windows here, just checking up towards Tech Light, which is obviously one of the hot spots for these tech spawns.
And I wouldn't be surprised if no one has looted Tech Light yet. I would not be surprised at all.
Fuck me, it's the same dude that was there at the start of the raid, I swear.
So Cringey's pretty positive that he's
of Goshen.
He's pretty positive that something's over there, right? Like he's throwing the grenade
Goshen,
over.
Yes. Seems like they may be aware of each other. They may be near each other.
And we can hear that airdrop coming through now, guys, as well.
Well, is it, or is it the fire? Oh, there comes a hand with a nade.
Definitely the airdrop. Cringe is just spotted.
Actually, is an airdrop.
Falling Rose doing the looting here.
Oh my goodness. Sitting duck, Falling Rose. Shame to see him go down. And
excellent positional
Cringe
awareness
picking up
here by
a very nice kill. He did a great job there. Under cover of the plane sound. Managed to be the big mover there. And the dog tag. And look at this, no computer parts. There's a PSU. Thank you very much. There's one computer part. Shopping has commenced.
Thank you. And chat, make sure you guys go and check out our competitors here tonight. Follows are free. So we've got a list of our competitors from the O Solo Group A up there in chat. Please make sure you're going through and show them some love. Give them a follow. It costs you nothing. And support some of the amazing streamers from the Oceanic region.
And Vambro's in the walls again. Can you believe he's still able to walk? He's still just got the 2 dog tags, but that must have been a scav as well. And I don't know if Killer is in this raid, or whether he can spawn, but he's been punched up pretty badly by somebody.
Does it count if there's a tank?
I'm seriously considering that maybe by the end. Oh, for sure. I'm seriously considering that by the end of this raid, though, maybe Vambros has got like single-digit HP limbs with the amount of CMS use we've seen here.
Adatra's in the parking lot as well. I don't know if he's hunting here or if he's...
We got 6 points.
Oh, he's very close to the Badger's extract.
Take what he's got.
Extracting is 9.
And does Adatra have dog tags on him he'd like to get out? He's going for the extract with 12 minutes to go, so he must have done some shopping or picked up a few dog tags that he wants to protect and take out while he can. So that can be quite a smart move to take the money and run rather than just milk every cent off the clock.
Absolutely. Well done to Adatra on getting the survive there and banking some points. Chat, a reminder as well that when our players extract, the live scores over at escapefromtarkov.com/evasion are updated, so you guys can keep an eye on what our competitors are doing, even if they're not up on screen.
Yeah, and he did pick up 8 item points, so he's going to have a good LAN party tonight.
There's somebody up there.
Midlife with footsteps, probably trains footsteps nearby. And this is the area where there's lots of computers in the back offices. Where there's a
Absolutely.
lot of action in OC, in NA and EU.
Mick doing the smart play here, just holding that position, just listening out, intently focused. We can see him lean forward into his screen.
Yes, that's right. Like I am right now.
It's edge of your seat
Keeping
stuff,
that
Toast. It
dot
really
just
is.
on the door. Was that a voice line from Midlight Mick? Bold move. Oh, Train heard the voice line clearly. And yeah, she's getting some nades prepared. Oh, there's the blue dot. Ah, there goes
An
Train.
incredible kill from Train there.
Mowing
Wow.
through. And you've just been hit by a train, Midlight Mick. Terrible luck there.
Absolutely. Train had to have had a good little nap this afternoon, because that was peak Shift W performance right there. Just pushing in, flicking around, ready to go. Again, still trying to put that tag in the in the Gamma case there. Old habits die hard. But yeah, no, that was an incredible display of some of the talent here we've got down here in the OS region.
I know, 150 hours into a subathon. I think all that TARKOV practice is paying off for Train.
She's certainly got a few hours under her belt now. This is, Train is a very dedicated streamer to escape from Tarkov. I don't think I've seen her play much else for quite a long time. So, Lil Pants just sitting here on the outside, very close to the Bagless extract, just coming from the power side here through to Bagless. Just going prone, having a little listen, just making sure that he is well clear, getting towards this extract here. I'll be interested to see if he does actually. Okay, yep. No, it looks like he's definitely going for this extract here. Well done to.
It's amazing how
Pants
popular
if he
this
gets
extract
out.
is. I noticed in NA and EU as well, lots of competitors taking this extract instead of the traditional ones.
Now the dreaded
Absolutely. Well, it's such a, you've got cover for most of the way to the extract, especially if you're coming from within the mall. But you've got a lot of cover getting there, right? It's only short sprints in the open, unlike things like Emacom or Railway Extract, for example. Obviously, the Scav Joint Extract is out of the question on private servers here, as there are no player scavs, and our competitors don't have access to the 11 SR Extract here either. So they're really left with not much choice.
So we just have three players
I thought
alive.
That was the case originally, that you could only get one of each of the original
4.
items, and then for the bonus items you could get multiples.
So
I was
4
like,
players still in raid.
It's gonna be hard to find what's
7 or 8 minutes to go. So do you shop now? Do you harvest some scavs?
Get one of each item and complete a computer, and then you can get points.
I think you definitely want to be trying to get some of that shopping done here at the moment. And it looks like most of our competitors have had a little sniff along the way, sort of, but I haven't really seen anyone intently, running the routes, right, hitting all the tech stores and really focusing on that loot. And it's, I wonder if these guys have just been super worried about running into other competitors, or maybe having other players just sitting close by those tech stores, maybe not looting themselves, but maybe taking advantage of the fact that they know that there are going to be players on those rotations. So it's been an interesting heat so far for this raid, where most of our competitors have sort of just been picking up those points on scavs and players, rather than sort of focusing on a lot of that loot. Even more so the fact that we've had a couple of players already extract from Bagless Extract, making the decision to forego an entire bag's worth of loot and an entire bag's worth of points on these tech items. Makes me think that we're not going to see super high points in this raid, keeping our group pretty close together in these points, Toast.
Well, I think you don't need a backpack necessarily for this, for the sort of loot that pays money here, because you don't need to pick up guns and ammo and armor and all of that sort of stuff. That's not worth anything to you. And so a lot of these tech items are quite small, and you can fit them all in a nice big rig, and get out the bagless extract and also the smaller number that they're picking up. We heard the rules just been clarified with a battle mod there, that you don't need to build an entire computer to get the points. It's just points per part is the way it's being played. So you don't have to have everything to put a PC together to get the points. You get 1 point for each of the standard parts and 3 points for each of the bonus parts.
Absolutely. So back to Vanbro's TV here now. Just coming downstairs from the furniture escalator down into the lower section here by the 11SR extract. Looks like he may have done a little bit of shopping himself. Doesn't look too sorry anymore. It looks like he's back on the hunt again. So glad he's got it over his guilty conscience there, and he's back on the move. Train obviously out, heading towards the Emicom extract as well, taking out a couple of scavs on the way. It looks like she might be getting ready to extract and bank a couple of those points.
And she looks a little nervous to see whether there are any extract campers. Extract camping, pretty rare in a tournament. I think nobody wants to be that guy who extract camps in a tournament on the big screen. But nonetheless, it does make you nervous when you're heading for those traditional extracts. But it looks like Train has a clear run, and she's on her way
hoping
out.
that we have timed this
Fantastic.
right.
Well, it's great to see for Train there. Well done to her on getting an extract, banking some of those points. I think looking at so far what we've seen and the point spread, I think we're going to see a really, I don't want to say drawn out, but we're going to see a really measured, really moderate increase in points from a lot of our competitors. We haven't really got anyone that's super far ahead yet. It's the kind of Evasion tournament that I love to see, where this is anyone's game so far. So it looks like we've got MC Nightman and Cringe a little bit close together up towards that railway extract. Cringe obviously behind MC Nightman. We're talking only 3.5 minutes left in raid here. Our competitors are going to be making their way to the extracts. They really need to be getting close. If you run into a fight on the way to this extract here...
Yep. I don't know if they're close enough to run into each other, but they're definitely running the same path to the train.
Well, and again, that's one of the things that, this is a rare opportunity to get POVs from both players in any fight or in anything, across all of our competitors here. With a lack of a replay system or anything like that in Tarkov, it's incredible to see how close some of our competitors actually get to each other. I often wonder...
The last two players in the map, and they're not far away from extract themselves, which is just as well. But it's never not tense in Tarkov right till the last second you get to that extract. Vanbros must be quite heavy if he's doing all this crawling.
Oh, I definitely think he's picked up a little bit of stuff on the way there. But that's, that really goes to show, the caliber of competitors we've got here tonight. These guys are all really, really cautious. They're really checking their extracts. They're checking every angle. I wonder how many times in Tarkov where inexperienced players go, oh, he was extract camping. But, in actual fact, with minutes left in raid, of course you're going to run into competitors or, other players in a regular public raid close to extract, right? Like, it's going to happen. And these guys are seasoned enough that they're expecting that. They're checking all those angles. They're really trying to clear and make sure that extract is confirmed, rather than just getting close to extract, turning the music on and, having a quick sip of their drink and all that sort of stuff. Vanbro is out, and cringe_OCE, the final remaining competitor in this raid. Really trying to. He's obviously been in here trying to maximize those points.
I'll tell you, it's a long run to that train extract when you're heavy. It's been down to the wire many times for my own raids. In fact, last time when I was in an Evasion tournament, I only just managed to crawl to the extract. I think you were casting.
You
Trent,
did.
when
Yes.
I just managed to get
yes.
out here with seconds to go in a tournament. It's always touch and go.
Well, look,
Well done,
a
Cringe.
survive. A survive, whether that's in the first 10 minutes or in the last 1 minute, it's absolutely incredible. We're using it all. That's it, Cringy. It's good to see, mate.
Squeezing
We
out
love to
every
see
drop.
Absolutely.
That's excellent. And we have an updated score table as well. I'm not sure if it's fully up to date. I think it might be. So we have Cringe OCE taking the lead with 43 points. That's quite a margin to McKnightman, who's up to second place with 31 points, and Train really jumping up there also with 22 points to third position. So quite a span there, and new faces jumping up. So things changed very quickly. The leaders we had from the last map all mixed in with big gainers from the most recent round. And isn't it amazing to see how many points Train leapt up there from almost nothing up to with 7 kills and 7 kills and 2 dog tags. Plus 8 item points really got her a good score. But McKnightman with only 4 kills, no dog tags, but 14 loot points. So MC Nightman really went shopping there, and it really paid dividends with the second place. But Cringe really took both with a total now over the 2 rounds of 6 kills, 2 dog tags, and 18 item points altogether. So that's why he's number 1 right now, but it can all change again in the next round. Very interesting, but good to see most people with some decent scores on the board, and only a few yet to shine, but plenty more opportunities to do exactly that in this tournament.
Absolutely, and we can really see our competitors have most of them have collected quite a few items for their LAN party on Interchange. And chat, if you want to prepare for your next LAN party, make sure you guys go and check out Stints Built, who will definitely be able to help you get hooked up with that. Not only are they making amazing, like I said, the cable management is out of this world, but tested high performance gaming computers that are well within your budget, to your specification, and just meeting the requirements of what you need. Make sure you guys go and check them out. Links in the chat there, obviously, to jump onto the website and order your next build today. And we're going to check out a commercial from them as well right now. Once again, I just can't help but think, why doesn't mine look like that? They make some incredible stuff. Chat, please make sure you go and check out Stinsbuilt on their website. Follow them on Twitter. Follow them on... I'm sure they've got an Instagram there as well, but all the links there in the chat that you need. But yeah, they make some really, really amazing stuff. And just have a chat with them. Let them know what you need. Let them know what your budget is. And they'll build you a really, really cool thing. So yeah, go and check it out. The point change here has been incredible, Toast. I'm impressed to see some of our competitors who had 0 points before. They've obviously moved up in the point table here. Muzza, our point leader from the previous raid, still sitting on 20 points there on fourth position, with a few players jumping ahead of him, but. You know, how do you? I think Moonshine Shooting might play or might change things up a bit again on Shoreline. Toast, do you want to run us through what's involved in this raid?
Well, we're going Moonshine Shooting, Trent. That's what we're doing on Shoreline today. And what is Moonshine Shooting? Well, you would not believe it, but Jaeger has hidden Fierce Hatchling Moonshine in every stash on the map. And this is a map, chat, that has a lot of stashes. There's a very large number of stashes on this map, but do these competitors know where they are? The Moonshine can either be used for the special benefits they give or extracted for points. So they can actually drink this moonshine, and on our special customized version of Escape from Tarkov, that moonshine has special properties. It has special magic properties if you drink it, and will give you some pretty awesome buff powers. But they're worth 3 points each on extract as well, so you're going to try and collect as many of those as possible. 1 point per scav kill, 1 point per PMC kill, 2 points as before each dog tag if you extract with it, 3 points for the extract itself, and the same restrictions on loadouts. So as many moonshines as you can get is what we're going to try and do. Starting off with Cringe, who spawned in the top corner, and does he know where his nearest stash is?
Well, I can tell you right now, as one of the green names of Tarkov, Cringe certainly knows his way around the Shoreline stashes. He's spooked right now, though. He's very spooked. I wonder if Falling Rose is incredibly close to him right now.
What did he drop just there? And Falling Rose also in bushes, also very spooked. So clearly they've heard something. Cringe trying to get some height and cover, and Falling Rose not moving a muscle. But some of these spawns are quite close together on this side of the map. Ah!
Fuck off, bro.
Wow. How did he find that? Verticality is so tricky in this game, and boy, usually the high ground has the advantage, but not in this case. That
Just
is
trying to get my map
crazy.
up.
Oh, unfortunate.
Wow,
yeah,
that is very sad to go out. So Cringe, points leader going down, and this first spot is now wide open. Even though he has a lead of 12 points over second place and 21 points over third place, it's all now up for grabs, and anyone can take that top spot now.
Toast, I am recognising a theme here. Evasion tournaments have been very popular for some thematic, things happening through our tournaments.
I should probably take that water.
In labs, MC Nightman. Oh, sorry, Muzza Willie, our point leader, right? Right on top. Got taken out in the first,
I don't think I'll need
minute
it.
of raid.
Just wave me down.
In our second raid here, Cringe was obviously our point leader, and we've seen him taken out in the first minute of raid. I hope we're not setting a precedent here for the remaining night, where our point leader of the map previous becomes the first person out. It's certainly a way to keep these points nice and level all the way through the competition.
Sure is. Toastell's running right through open ground there very bravely. I'm surprised nobody spotted that. Adatra moving much more slowly and cautiously near the swamp. Now, there are a lot of stashes in the swamp, but they're so exposed. Most people are too afraid to go out there, but maybe Adatra knows that and thinks I can pick up a lot of moonshine here.
It always surprises me.
Oh,
wow.
It did not work. From behind,
Shot
too.
from
There's
behind.
the kill from
Was
Arden.
that expected? I knew that.
That swamp is a death trap. I tell you what, it's not marsh gas.
And it looks like...
It's other players. Toestyles.
Looks like...
Toestyles
Yeah.
find a
He's
kill
just
there?
dropped a player
Come
on
on,
the
two legs.
on that berm there. So it looks like Toadstyles might have been nice
even
and
with
close
max
to
endurance and strength, I
midlife
still get caught up here.
Mick there, which we didn't
up
catch the other angle of that there, but really,
Oh
really
my
clean
goodness.
shots here from Toadstyles.
Come on.
And it's carnage off the top.
Run.
This is what happens when you have 12 lone players spawn into the same map on a closed server. And
Oh, don't be
Train
falling, Rose.
might be in the neighbourhood.
Nick.
Well, GG's Toadstyles. It's
Sorry,
pick
mate.
up that loot, get those things while you're ready,
Sorry, mate.
and Train very, very close behind, just coming actually along the same berm that Midlife Mick was killed on. She's heard these shots. She's very close. She's looking out all around.
She wants to third party, and she's eyeing off all the stashes to see if anyone's looting moonshine there.
Toad spotted her. Oh,
Oh, that
And
peak
another
did
kill
not
for
go
Toadstyles. He
well
was-
for Train. Oh, well, Toadstyles picking up 2 kills in rapid succession there, and Train hoping to third party the action. So Toadstyles with 2 moonshines
I'm gonna
and
drop
2
that armor.
dog
It's too-
tags.
Too heavy.
it's time to go, mate. It's time to chug one of the moonshines. Get your yeehaw on.
I want to know
What's
what it
happened?
does. Yes.
So much, like
Muzz-
regular
who's Muzza
players
have?
just don't
Is that a
have that
scav?
happen. Muzza looks like he was just fighting
Oh.
the scabs there at the bus depot below the resort here.
Yep, there's a stash in the corner of the bus depot. He's heading for that.
I'm fatigued, chat.
He's fatigued. There we go. He's looted too much
He's
stuff.
fatigued.
He's a bit tired. He's done a bit in the first few minutes of raid. He just needs a little bit of a rest now, guys.
Muzza picking up a moonshine and scouting out the area. Oh, is he going to the resort?
All right, we're chilling. We're chilling. We're chilling.
Yeah, it looks
Or
like he
just
might be getting
crossing
pretty
the
close
river.
to there.
Not too many stashes at the resort. There's 1 or 2 in the grounds.
It's pretty unlikely someone else will come over
But
here.
a lot of scavs. He might be
Touch wood.
thinking, I can get a lot of scav kills here. Get points that way. It's in the neighbourhood.
And there's
Those
so many
styles. Hard to get out of this
spawns.
spot without being stashes and without being spotted. Yes, scav spawns. And those road scavs are pretty brutal as far as scavs goes.
Absolutely. 5th.
3 on board with 5th.
Wow.
And a stim going in.
Do we risk it for that stash? No, we don't.
These are the trade-offs. He decided not to run out to a stash and that's too exposed. We might be right. Toadstyles is at the docks area.
Chat just asking, is it me or are the scabs way more geared than usual? They do seem
They've
to
got
be a little bit
close
buffed.
together. Are they on either side of this hill?
Fucking knew it. There we go.
They are.
5th is
See
onto
some long shots here from
Toad.
Toadstyles.
They're onto each other. Oh. It's tanking a lot of shots. Oh, there goes 5th KT after a drawn-out battle there. Oh, this is just what's going to happen when you're doing stash runs with 11 other people doing the same stash run. And that's unfortunate for 5th KD.
Well, GG's to Toadstyles here, man. This is 3 kills in very short succession, and And all on the same side of the map. This is incredible. It's like the guy has never... He hasn't been able to get out of this section of the map yet.
Look,
but
there's
yeah,
so
no,
many
really,
spawns all
really
near
impressed with
each
that
other
there.
in that area. It's not a surprise that there are so many spawns around there, aren't there?
Absolutely.
Arden can't get out of this swamp. And Falling Gross is crawling around the fence line. Going by the theory, if I can't see them, they can't see me.
So Falling Roses along this back fence
They've
here. I wonder
got to
if
be
he's
close to
heading
each other.
They are very
Surely
close
he's
to
going
each
to
other.
walk straight into each other.
Falling Rose isn't heading to Extract though, right? Like there is that.
It's heading in that direction,
path
but
to
he
Lighthouse there in
could
the
cut
corner.
around to the. There's a lot of stashes in the village area. Might be heading that direction. He'd be crazy to leave now. What? Arden just camping? He's got a good line of sight across the whole. We've got good visibility in Tarkov today. It's not pouring for some reason. And look, he's spotted some movement over there.
Still that classic Tarkov haze off in the distance. We can't have too perfect a day now, right?
No, Rose
All right,
is
Rose
taking
is,
the extract. Banking
Rose is
the. How many moonshines did he have? He must have had a number he was happy with. And we'll see where he comes on the scoreboard.
I don't need my bag.
All right, it looks like we've got Toadstyles and MC Nightman very, very close to each other. Toad down in the construction area here. MC Nightman with an up high position, just holding, just watching. They're both aware of each other. This is the really crucial point in this fight here. They're both very aware of each other. They're trying to spot each other. MC Nightman looks like he's got some really good cover behind some of these the shrubberies here. And Toadstyles has obviously had some shots come his way, and he's just it's an incredibly hard thing to find someone when you're looking up towards just trees and bushes and all of that.
Nightman's in quite a good bush there. I wouldn't call it an S tier bush, but I would call it an A or a B tier bush. It's not quite high enough for my liking, but he's making the most of what he's got.
Weird audio.
Of course, there is a stash near that blue fence, near those tyres, but that's the last thing on Toadstyle's mind right now. Toad has uncollected dog tags, so he's thinking about going to them, and he's bailing on this fight. He thinks he's safe now. As Nightman in pursuit.
See if I can remember where I put my bag. Lol.
Always the biggest problem, remembering where you dropped your bag.
I always seem to lose my bag with minutes left in raid, and then I just never remember where it was. There it is. He's found it.
He's found it.
Monka W. Chat. Monka W. Fuck.
I don't know if he's looted the stash at the blue fence.
Alright, let me put these.
Maybe he has already.
All right, smart. He's moving these dog tags up to his rig just in case he happens to lose the bag in the future. At least he's got those dog tags secured. Honestly, not a terrible plan. Looks like MC Nightman's just really sort of... He's got a fair idea that he's up the other end of construction here.
Is investing a lot of time in this fight too. This is time not picking up other loot, not picking up other fights. So you got to start thinking, is this worth it? Is this how I want to spend my 5 minutes, 10 minutes?
All right, so not on screen here, guys, but it looks like we've just got Lil Pants just heading to extract now. He he might get out. But we're still just incredibly focused on this fight here. Actually, Adam, dude, thank you very much for the raid. Welcome, Raiders, to the OCE Season 6 Solo Group A tournament.
Yes, live, and we're just in the third map of the competition, so you're coming at a good time. And now they've switched sides. Nightman on the water's edge now, still thinking someone's behind the fence, but Toad has made a getaway. Is moving on with his life. And surprising the number of players who are extracting early, getting a few moonshines and heading for the hills.
So Toad's just made it out of construction here. This is chat's not wrong here. This is rough for Nightman, man. He's invested so much time in very meticulously stalking out this location, checking every angle, keeping an eye, and you can see him leaning in. He's intently focused on this. He still believes someone there, and Toad's just slipped out the back, man. He's off. He's off to more stashes, go and kill scavs, look for other players and things like that. This is I don't know, man.
It's so interesting to see such a slow, deliberate play style mixed in with the Shift W players, and it pays off on some occasions, but I don't know if it's going to pay off on this occasion. But these nades will surely tell him nobody's here, and he'll be able to move on. Meanwhile, Toad's probably hearing these grenades.
I do hope so, man, because Toad's nearly at pier. He's made it all the way to pier. He's moved on, and we've moved on as well onto Muzzer Willie, who's checking out the swamp right now. We've got Arden down in what looks like some of the little shacks here. He's
Arden
definitely
holding
very
up
aware
inside.
of Arden being here.
Yes, and Arden's pinned now. Hoping to see some, but not very limited visibility. The shed Muzzer looks very much like the one Arden is sitting in right now. So he may have some audio clues that he's in there.
I think he's very aware that Arden's in there, and this looks like a really unfortunate position for Arden to be in. It only takes Muzzer Willie to get a position on the right angle here to take that shot. Not to mention the fact that you can pen through the side of that little shack lean-to there. So
yeah. Arden's managed to break out.
He's pushing out.
He really needed to get out of there. Oh, but Muzzer's seen him in motion, so surely it's just a matter of time.
All right, he's taking the position, and he's seen him through the crack.
And Muzzer goes down. Arden gets the kill. Oh, I did not see that coming. You never know what's going to happen in Tarkov.
At the start of that fight, there is no way that was the call. There was no way. I thought Muzzer would absolutely laid Arden out. He had him pinned. He was in that little shack. Eventually, he had to make a move, right? He had to come out of that shack, and Arden's just taken the opportunity to run back in, find that little gap in that shack there, and just take that shot. And incredible.
And
absolutely
how much
incredible.
moonshine
That
you
was
got to
not
pick
the way
up
I
here?
thought it would go.
That is crazy. Only one more moonshine. So Muzzer was putting all his eggs in one basket with the kills, but he loses the moonshine, plus whatever was in his gamma, I guess. And also Toadstyle's heading out as well, so a lot of people banking. The 10-minute warning is up.
That is a pit. I do kind of want to go.
Arden's ready to leave.
It is safe down here.
All right, Toadstyle's on the way out. Looks like a pier. Is it up?
Pier.
Yes.
What a terrifying way to extract. Oh my goodness.
Favorite extract when it's up.
You know what? He's played this entire raid in probably 15 to 20% of the map in total, right? He's stayed down in this bottom corner here. He's achieved 3 kills. He's got some
Headshot
moonshines, and the man is in 5 seconds on the way out with only minutes left in raid. What a fantastic raid for
That
Toadstyles.
is
This is
crazy.
this is really incredible.
And just 2 people
And he
left
was-
in the map, I believe.
Leaving past the lighthouse.
Arden and Van Burrows.
So Toadstyles was sitting in 11th position here. He's had an absolutely incredible raid. I'm keen to see where he,
Oh, there
where
goes
he ends
Nightman.
up. MC Nightman out as well.
Yep.
Yeah, we got some. Oh, yeah, there's a big guy there.
Well, 1 point per scav kill. Why not take those extra points? You can probably
I tell
check
you
this
what,
stash,
Toast,
but I think
these-
it's already been looted.
Oh, these scavs at Bus
Whoa!
are insane. I don't know
I tell you what,
it is
late
about
wipe
them.
scavs are from a different training camp from early wipe
There must
scavs.
be-
They are.
There has
They
to
are
be a
cracked.
sliding scale, right? More days
That
in
probably
wipe.
means
Drink the
Scavs
moonshine.
are
Drink the
way
moonshine,
crazier.
Van Bros.
That's been done. Might go look at the one down by Woods. Maybe.
5.5 minutes left in raid here. Vampiros again stitching a leg or two back on.
He should bring a sewing machine into raid because he's doing a lot of surgery in this
True.
competition.
True. Don't.
And one
Oh.
more. I wonder if scav spawns have been increased.
Oh,
my
no!
goodness, he went down to a scav. Not the corner scav. I hate that scav. He just hides inside that door there in the darkness, and we're down to a scav. No moonshine for you. He had a lot of moonshine on him too. That is
He
terrible.
really did.
Trying to pick up those single
Look,
pointers. Oh, you hate that.
A good raid from Vambros, and really unfortunate to see him go down to a scav. Obviously left with Arden, the solo PMC left in this shoreline raid. Not aware that any of our other competitors have died to scavs or extracted or anything like that. So I mean, he obviously knows
And a
about the
lot of
people
them
he's
leaving
killed,
early.
which is absolutely yeah. Yeah, so he's aware of 2 players leaving, which still leaves potentially 9 other PMCs in his mind left on the map with coming up to 4 minutes left in raid. So he's still taking it very cautiously.
Brutal. At least Bambro's got those scav kills. They're a point each, but all that moonshine he had on him, all gone to waste. And that's the unforgiving
I'm calling
nature
it now.
of
This is
the Evasion tournament.
This is going to be a close group, a very close group. Sorry, a very close group. I'm going to be impressed at the end of the night, seeing how close some of these guys are. And I still
think
can't
he's
pick.
heavy.
I can't
I think
pick
he's
a clear
got a
winner.
lot of moonshine. I think he's
Let me out.
heavy with booze.
I don't want to be in this. I don't want to be here. Let me out. Please, I'm here.
The man doesn't want to
and
be
he's
here.
right
Right?
at
Well,
the-
get out then, sir. You're nice and close.
He's just taking a visit to Lighthouse, and why not?
Please. I do have this extract. Yes. Let me out. Let me out. I don't want to be in here. Let me out.
Arden, right now is not the time to confirm
Taking
which
the points.
extract you have. I hope you knew that was there prior.
That is a good run.
I hope you knew that was there prior. I can't tell
I'm
you how many
glad he
times
got
I've done
out.
that, Toast.
Well, you always have the road to Lighthouse extract. That's one thing you can count on.
Absolutely, especially on Shoreline. That's an incredible raid from these guys. So we've seen some swapping around here. Cringe in second place, but MC Nightman reclaiming the first position there with 47 points. Little Pants in third with 28 points. And seeing some of our other guys pick up in some of the points there as well, Toast.
And look how close 4th through 7th only separated by 2 points. Toadstyles 23, Muzzawilly equal on 23, Train on 22, and Arden TV 21. So close in the middle tier. And the top 6 go through to the final, so everything's on the line for being above or below the number 6 position, and so close. Vanbro's very close still with 18, 5th KD 18 as well, and not too far behind for the bottom row. But Cringe only lost 1 spot in the rankings, even though he got wiped right at the start of that raid, so he can claw back. MC Nightman with the slow play managed to capitalize and get a really good points haul. And yeah, Vanbro's suffered badly by getting killed by a scav. Very sad to see him drop down to 8th, but anything can happen in the next raid, and all he needs is to get a few more points, rank up above level 6 to get through to the final.
You're not wrong there at all. It's I still truly believe that this is anyone's tournament to win. And remember, chat, it's the top 6 that go through to the finals, right? So long as you're in that one to 6th position, you will get through to the finals to prove your worth and prove you are eligible and deserved of the $1,500 prize pool. So given that, you know, this curse that's happened through the night, obviously we saw Muzzawilly first to die in Interchange after his success in Labs, and then we saw Cringe die after his success in Interchange. Will we, chat, see MC Nightman die first in the following raid? There is a poll up currently in chat. Please make sure you go through and vote. MC Nightman, I see you in chat. Listen, it's no disrespect, sir. Much love.
Harsh. Especially, I think I'm rooting for MC Nightman because he has, even though he's number 1, he's got the top spot right now. He's nowhere near number 1 in the kill count. If you look at the escapefromtarkov.com/evasion, the scoreboard, you see that almost all his points are from looting. They are from getting the quests done. He's got 19 item points and just 5 kills. So a lot of people have more kills than him, but he's been out there doing the right thing, getting those quests, picking up those moonshines, picking up those PC parts, and that's got him the top spot right now. Let's see if he can keep it as we head into the next map, the Boss's Treasure. And this one is another looting quest, but this one could be the most crazy of all the challenges on this amazingly creative Evasion solo tournament this season 6. Reshala, so we're going to customs. Reshala has stashed his golden TT in the new gas station office, which is locked. Reshala has the key. You got to kill Reshala somewhere near construction to get the gas station office key off his body. That's the only key on the map that opens this door, and you've got to use that key to get the golden TT and extract with that to get the maximum points. You get 10 points for extracting with that golden TT. So this map is crazy. Everyone is focused on the one item, the one person, the one boss. So, of course, Reshala is 100% spawn chance, and he's going to be somewhere near construction site. Now, you can also get points for a scav kill, 1 point, PMC kill, 1 point, dog tag extracted is 2 points. You got to extract with it. If you get Reshala, that's 5 points. Each guard is worth 2 points this time. And if you manage to get out alive from this map, you get 3 points. And if you get that golden TT, it's another 10 points. But you have to extract with it. And I believe the key cannot be put in the gamma. So if you kill the person with the key, you can get the key from them. And I think likewise with the golden TT, I'm not sure. I don't think you can gamma that golden TT. So if you kill the person with the golden TT, you can get it from them and claim those 10 points for yourself by extracting. But this is a bit of a death match. Not too many people manage to extract alive from this challenge. And it's a matter of, there's a lot of different strategies you can take on this one. It's very interesting to see who does what with this challenge. It is a lot of fun. It might be my new favorite challenge in the solo series.
So this challenge reminds me of one of the earlier Evasion challenges where we actually had a night raid on customs. We'd load in on public servers, chat. Imagine. We'd load in on public servers and there would be a bag that was stashed by another player that we would get in on those public servers, and they would go and stash a bag in the dorms somewhere. So you'd have to go and find it. I think the thing that I love about this specific map is that, again, on customs, we're bringing our PMCs close all to one location, right? Like, there is guaranteed going to be people at the same location at the same time. It's going to be hectic. It's going to be amazing. And I really can't wait to see who gets there first, who goes and gets the key. You know, I'm predicting that maybe, 10 minutes into raid, somebody's already got the key. Somebody's already got there. They've got the gold TT. And, there's PMCs on the outside going, has anyone gotten in here yet? Like, what's going on? It's going to be amazing. Chat, listen, you guys have been incredibly divided as well on this poll. 52% have said that MC Nightman, look, you guys are 50-50 basically on whether he's going to be first out in this this next map. I hope he isn't, just because, let's break this curse, let's move on, let's just focus on what's going on. I don't know, Toast.
That's
what do you
brutal. Like, the law of averages says he has a 1 in 12 chance of being the first one to die. 1 in 12 chance. You guys saying 50%? That you're looking at this all wrong.
Oh.
Well, we're going to find
MC
out very
Nightman
soon.
In the chat. I'm sorry,
players
bro.
are
Come
all,
on.
They're all loading into the
survive,
raids, so I hope their head is in the game, and anyone can win this round. Not too many people are going to survive this round. That is definitely my prediction. So if MC Nightman survives the first death, I think it's odds on that he and everyone else is going to be lying in the field in customs like we all have done, but we'll see who managed to survive, and we'll see if someone does get out with the golden TT. Should be fun. They've only got 25 minutes to get this done. Absolutely.
It's but yeah, same as it was back in the old Evasion days, where there's just that one item. I'm really expecting us to actually see that somebody loots the golden TT, but then gets killed for the item. Obviously, they can't put it in their secure container. It's really going to be up to anyone. So, if we've got a little bit of time as progressed during that raid, I'd be hunting down anyone I'd be hearing, because they could potentially have that golden TT on their person, in their bag, in their rig. It's still anyone's raid until it's over. So I'm really excited to see what happens here.
And it's not a round you can really practice before the tournament. You can't really try different strategies. You can't run this on your own server. You can't put Scav Boss in the spot you need him to be in time and time again. So people are going to be winging it. But I think we're going to favour the PvP skills. But there's also going to be a bit of brain work involved in the strategy. And also the RNG of which spawn you get. Are you going to spawn... If you get a spawn near construction, are you going to just bolt straight in there and try and get those big points for taking down the big man and the minions, or are you going to hold back and camp that guy and try and get the PvP kills?
Well, I mean, that's the thing. Chat was talking before about some of those spawns over the trailer park side. Like, if you get that spawn, this is a really difficult raid for you. Perhaps if you get some of the spawns that are closer to we call it in OSE, the green screen room, or across the back there near the ZB11 extract and things like that. If you get some of those extracts, that's not bad. That's not bad. So it's some of these spawns are going to be certainly more difficult than others.
And we saw some crazy
strategy.
strategies as well. We saw some people even in other rounds just camping the new gas station, just waiting for the fight to all happen over there until someone brings that key over and just wait for the key delivery. That is a strategy that's an option now as well. A lot of possibilities here.
Most
Or
definitely.
we could just go on a scav shooting safari and ignore the center altogether.
It's a really good spawn to me.
Absolutely. So jumping in with MC Nightman in the middle of the map. This is our
He's at
current
power.
point leader.
Now, he could get up top and just snipe the location of the boss and where all the action's going to happen. I can hear shots in the distance, so stuff is going on. Pants is clearly under threat. I'm not sure who from. He's not happy. He's hunkering down. And Nightman with the Overwatch position might be able to get Rishala himself or see what people are pushing that construction area, the stronghold. Very little movement of stronghold right now. And you're such an easy target for a head tap. That looks quite scav-like. That could be a guard. Looked like he tanked a headshot.
Just tanked that headshot. I mean, look, typical Tarkov, right? Typical
Those
Tarkov.
helmets save scav lives too.
They do. They really do.
Is Little Pants in trouble here? Oh, Train has taken a hit and is fixing an arm. And this is out in the customs docks area. So people who've spawned, normally a very dull place to spawn, not in this competition. Datra going for the sighting
throwing
nade.
the grenades over the top here. This is
Trying to spark some movement. And the bold move getting on the roof. Not going quietly here. But you get such good sight lines down the roads. I'm surprised no one's up in big red sniping back over this area. This fight is going to end with one person lying in the dirt. Who's it going to be? Who's got the better flick? Who's got the better angle? Train seems to have got a Datra from a Datra's camera. But the delay on Train's stream, it means we don't know how that happened. Maybe it was somebody else. Oh my goodness, Train did with one of those quick leans.
That is
got the kill.
Incredible. What a shot.
She is amazing.
This
I
is
missed
not
it.
the
That was
first
wild.
time. This is not the first time we've seen from Train tonight. Make that crazy flick shot, move away instantly after making those shots, get cover to make sure that return fire doesn't hit her, and find out that she's actually killed somebody. Incredible moves from Train, and just really goes to show that she is one of the, top PvP streamers in the OSE region. Moving along to Cringe now, who looks like he's very close to midlife Mick at, I don't know, I think I call this filters building?
Yeah, it's that
maybe?
water. Yeah, the water
Water,
building.
yeah.
They're going back and forth between the doors. One's inside, one's outside. The problem with
This fight's all
repositioning
about
is just the other person always knows.
Absolutely. It's just about picking those angles right. So Cringe is holding, obviously, that stationary position. He's listening to Mick's movements around the outside there. He's going to be fairly aware of the angles that Mick's trying to pick here. But it's just about Mick trying to either move quietly and find that new position to get that new angle, create enough of a distraction that he can go and push for that angle, or just completely shift W, and we hope for a 50-50 here, chat, as to who actually comes out the victor of this fight.
And it's not the water building, it's the one right near the Zepi-14 extract, which is not normally the scene of big fights. And there's the gunfire exchange. Oh, the Cringe goes down again. Oh my goodness.
Unfortunate.
Mick came out ahead with
very
beautiful.
Unfortunate there.
Oh, very good. On-head actions, and they both tanked a lot of shots. And then
very close taking that shot.
Midlife Mick not able to celebrate very long. Toadstyles managed to get him by third-partying that fight. It did drag on that fight, and is easy to attract attention from other players, and Toadstyles managed to cash in there.
And when we said this earlier, there is such a benefit, potentially, but there is such a benefit for PMCs actually being the third party to these fights. Toad obviously was close by. He heard that fight taking place. He heard the shooting stop. He heard potentially someone die, or at least he knew when that shooting stopped that somebody had died in that situation. Knowing that all of these players here on this server are actually solos, it allows you to really start, those cogs start ticking over, and you start going, right, 1v1, 1v1, and you know that he's taken out one of those players. So Toad hopefully will be able to go over there and pick up not only his kills tag, but his opponent's kills tag as well, and score those additional points.
Excellent. Now we're finally getting some players in the construction area. All that action, surprisingly, was very far from the construction area, but just when you got all 12 spawns being used, or 12 spawns, you're going to have action right off the spawn. But now people are moving in, looking for Rishala, moving into the construction area, and moving in all around the same time. Very good bush peeking here down the back of construction. Nightman's still in that sniping spot. No one's looked up in that window and seen a head up there. You think Little Pants might be in a position to, or might not be far enough across. Little Pants has a good spot here, but dare not move.
I've seen him. I've seen him.
Arden with a different sniping spot. The back door of third story of dorms is not normally a sniping spot, but it is today when all the action is at the construction area. What a wild spot to snipe from. It'd be so easy to get GL'd from there. Falling Rose the first to approach the bench. Nightman, you'd think Nightman would be able to get a shot on Falling Rose getting into the building there, and might have got one or two limbs. Falling Rose managed to get in, and we might have some boss action here. Oh boy, you don't want to see two of them in a row like that. And Falling Rose died to... Was that Rishala or a minion? Probably a minion. Oh, look at the sunglasses there.
Yep.
MC Nightman sees the sunnies.
Definitely to an AI.
He's not taking
There's
the
no
shot.
doubt about that, unfortunately.
Yeah. Went for glory there. But didn't have much of a choice because he kind of got chased into the building by MC Nightman.
Cutting into Muzzawilly here now, just very, very close by as well. So he's obviously right next to the trains that are right next to Foundation. Is the non-TOS appropriation of the term, and obviously MC Nightman looking into that same building from over at Crack House here. So either way, I think we're going to see some action out of one of these two players here, considering there are those AIs over at Foundation.
Wait, is Vambros at Crack House and Nightman's at Power? I think that's right, isn't it? They're looking from both sides of Stronghold.
Correct,
and
yeah.
Seems like Rashala is holed up inside and well protected by at least one guard or two. Yeah, Vambros in Crack House there.
Someone's close.
Now I've got 5th KD. Right, Nightman's getting tired of being in that sniping spot and might have heard something. Is 5th down below? Yeah, 5th is
It
down
looks
below.
like he is down below, yeah.
And is poking ahead in a very dangerous spot. 5th does not know Nightman's there and should be easy prey. Very sad.
That is
Fifth
not
did
what
see
you want
him.
to see after having a. It's not what you
Too
want to
late.
see after having a sip of water, right?
Reminds me.
Too late, too late.
Somebody that I used to know.
And who in chat lost the poll that MC Nightman would go down first? MC Nightman's
so
surviving.
I know that there's still one more either guard or Rashala in there alive.
Good deductions here by
Probably
Nightman.
want
He's
Secure
really, really paying attention in this position.
tag. How much time is left? And what's my extra?
I don't know. It might be time to move.
Dorms.
He's made a lot of noise.
ZB13 dorms. Oh, I can get out
13 minutes
ZB13,
left.
can't I?
And no one's even taken down Rashala yet. All got the key.
That might be a strat, actually.
Now we're going to see a replay of some action with Train. It's just happened moments ago.
So we've got Train and Arden here facing off against each other at dorms.
Ah, yes. Right, that sniping spot not so good after all.
Not so good when it comes to CQC. Train
You know, I've
taking
been
a
tempted
wild
before.
spray up there.
It was clever, but you're so exposed. And yeah, Train found an easy kill there.
I have never had good experiences with that third story door there. Over to Muzzawilly, obviously on the outsides of Foundation here, with MC Nightman not far across the fence towards the power sort of factory here. They're obviously, I mean, Muzz is definitely
Nightman
aware
making
that
a
somebody's
lot
over
of noise
here.
there, trying to. Nightman's trying to get in the tree, and not succeeding and under fire. Nightman taking shots, doesn't know where it's coming from, and goes down to Muzzawilly.
Unfortunate
Well
for
done.
Nightman, certainly. Not the first down, thankfully. I'm glad we've broken that curse. We've moved on. But definitely unfortunate for him to be in that position there. Muzzer obviously having the definitely the higher ground, Anakin.
Could have been a mistake to try and get in the tree there. Oh, and Toadstyles is extracted. So is he banking points there? Just from scav kills and so on? And maybe banking some... Is he banking some dog tags as well?
MC. Okay, well somebody bought it. Next plan of
Looks like Rashala is down and Vambros has looted the key.
I actually want to go to Ruab.
And I can't believe he's getting out of there scot-free as well. No campers, no one left camping the stronghold.
We're looking for a scout.
So Vambros managed to get out with the key here. So he's heading for new gas. And
Well, 4
this
players
is
still
running.
up in this competition.
Oh my goodness. Oh no, Van Bros wasn't the first to loot Rishala. It was Muzza has the key. So Muzza got to Rishala first, and here he is at the pass-through on his way to New Gas, and he's got to expect trouble here.
Oh, for sure. And I mean, there's a strategy here that I've not yet really seen employed, that you could potentially pick up the key and just extract and deny any of the other competitors those points if you're convinced that the points you've already acquired are good enough. But it looks
There's
like
no
obviously
points
he's
for the
moving
key
over to New
itself.
Gas there.
Yeah. Bambo's going the long
we've got
way
Lil
to New
Pants.
Gas.
These guys are super close here right now. Blind
Oh,
shots through the bushes by Lil
Hey,
Pants
what I-
towards Vambros, and it looks like he takes him down.
Bambo's took the wide angle, not wide enough, and didn't make it. But Vambros knew he didn't have the key. So to scav, that's where the point.
Oh, please don't die.
Conserving ammo there. Conserving ammo. I think we got the kill there. Oh, and there's Vambro's dog tag. Yep. Picked it up. Vambros knew that the key was out there, so he was on the run to try and get around to the gas station. But nobody else seems to be here at the new gas. And Muzza is unlocking. He's about to get hands on the golden TT. Does he know it's on the desk? I believe it's on the desk.
Now, just because he's got this golden TT, though, he still needs to get a confirmed extract here. He's the hot potato in this scenario, Toast. 3 players left in this raid.
Out. But there's only 2 others alive who can stop him. And, of course, an army of cracked scavs.
We see Train fairly close by. She's on the opposite. She's on the over the way from New Gas, right? She's pretty close. If she hears any of these shots that Muzza Willie is taking, she could be alerted to the fact that somebody's over there, and maybe the cogs start ticking. Maybe she starts thinking, "Has somebody got that golden TT? Are they on the way to the golden TT?" You know, like. It's a very, very interesting situation for these guys to be in.
Way behind me.
Yeah, those 10 points could be trains. I hate running down that pipe. Yeah.
Definitely
He's
not a
avoiding
fan.
the scavs now. So many scavs can catch you out here.
So we may end up with a leaderboard change here.
We've got 4th, 5th, and 6th position. It's all still alive in raid with 10 points up for grabs just with the golden TT alone, let alone the bonus points for dog tags.
Should just drop the weight, shouldn't I? Fuck.
Lil Pants is still out there as well. Yeah,
Muzza Willie dropping some of this loot here just to try and get back some of that stamina.
I can't believe they're not taking SJ6s and things to get out. Assuming he has ZB14 extract.
That I wanted to show off. Oh well.
So many times I've been to the wrong extract on this map.
Yeah.
Looks like he might be able to bank those 10 points.
Thanks, Rach.
Right, so Muzza Willie getting out here leaves
excellent
2
work,
players
Muzza.
remaining in this raid.
What a great job. He picked up the key himself and made it all the way to New Gas and picked up the golden TT and survived. That's pretty amazing. Now Train and Lil Pants, I believe, are still in the same map, and their best chance is to rack up some more points in the 5 minutes remaining on those cracked scavs. 1 point per.
Scared of the spill, bro.
And Lil Pants could be listening for shots and want to get involved, or could just want to get the survival, 3 points for surviving and extracting. And with scavs like that, you can easily understand the desire to just get out and survive. Looks like Lil Pants taking the extract. And lots of one-pointers around for Train to pick up, maximising what she can pick up.
Well,
she's not going to get 10 points.
Counts here, right?
So every point counts, and the 3 to survive.
Thank you.
Plus 2 for each dog shag she's holding. Oh, it looks like, is there a sniper scav up on the hill? There's plenty of points still on the table here for Train.
I can't tell you how many times that sniper scab on the hill, outside of the boundary of the map, gets me caught out, making this rotation through here. This is one of my favorite rotations. You're a bit heavy, you've been to dorms, you've got to get to ZB11. You know, you take that outside route all the way around the back of New Gas, all the way around there, and then you just get sniped suddenly out of nowhere by that sniper scab on the boundary of the map. It's frustrating to say the least.
First time I saw him, I thought it was a cheater out of bounds or something. I didn't even know there was a sniper scab up there, and he doesn't spawn very often. But
He's
Train
a really
absolutely
rare spawn,
farming.
yeah.
And the scavs are providing.
3.5 minutes left in raid. This is definitely the time to try and maximize on these points. You know, it's not unusual for us to see an Evasion tournament come down to the wire and you know, really be, you know, that 1 or 2 point difference. So every raid needs to be the priority, that you're really taking advantage and trying to maximize on those points for the entirety of the raid timer that you have, which, you know,
That's right.
on these
She's
private
got 3
servers,
minutes left.
It's limited.
Yeah. And she's doing a lap of honor. I think she senses that she's the last one around because there's so many scavs. They're not aggro on anyone else. So I think she sensed that this whole area is hers to farm, and she is farming. Well, she might have found all of the scavs that are there to farm. Throwing an aid to see if there's any further, or a camper.
Honestly, very smart. Very smart.
Yeah.
You'd hate to be like, you know, with minutes left in raid, you'd hate to run into another PMC here. And we've already seen in previous raids, obviously, how important it is to just try and bank those survival extract points. So Train heading down into the ZB11 extract, clearing that, checking all her angles, and looks like she will successfully get out of this raid as the final remaining PMC in this raid. Toast, I really wonder, I haven't had a look at the scores yet, we're about to see them. I really wonder how this has changed.
It's going to be close. It's going to be close.
Absolutely.
Oh, look at that. MC Nightman kept the top spot. Isn't that amazing? The slow player retains the lead. Helped by Cringe getting knocked out so early, but Cringe even holding on with third place at 45, but Muzza Willie making up the second spot. So 56, 52, 45 for the top 3. That's very close margin for this late in the race, and not far behind. We've got Lil Pants getting up to 4th spot, Train adding 1 more spot up to up to 5th spot as well. Equal on 38 points. And then Toadstyles in the 6th spot, closing out the top 6 to go through to the next round on 31 points. But not far behind, 5th KD had some bad luck there on 22, and then 21, 20, very close, 7th, 8th and 9th, Arden and Vanbrose. Vanbrose unlucky as well to drop down to the 9th spot. And then the bottom row losing sight of the front, but the 6th spot is only 20 points away, so it's still a chance of getting through to the final, even for the last 3 places.
I 100% agree with that, Toast. And it's, we're only talking, obviously the top 6 positions here are going to qualify through to the finals. So realistically, in these group stages, you don't have to be the winner, you don't have to be the top 3, you only need to be the top 6. And we're talking, 22 points to 31 points. Like, it is a very close margin for, even 8th, Arden sitting there in 21 points, Vanbrose 9th in 20 points. It is a very close margin for any of these guys in one single raid to take one of those top 6 positions, move on to the finals, and potentially claim that victory and that first prize place of $1,500 which Chan, I don't know if I mentioned earlier, but that's an incredible amount of dollary-doos. All right, that is huge money in Australian dollars. So it's going to be incredible for these guys to battle it out, obviously, in these remaining raids. I don't disagree with you at all. I think really even the bottom 3 here with Adatra, Falling Rose, and Midlife Mick have a really good potential of getting through to one of those top 6 positions and making it all happen for them. It only takes, if we see a scenario where our top 6 are taken out very early in the following raid, maybe our bottom 6 have that chance of really pushing into those top 6 positions, or it's all possible. We're going to see it here tonight, guys, on the first night, Group A of the Oceanic Solo Evasion Tournament. Thankfully, sponsored by BSG, obviously with the prize money in the private servers, and also sponsored as well by Stints Built. Guys, please make sure you go and check those guys out if you're looking for a custom PC build. Toast, do you want to take us through the next raid here? Lighthouse, air support. What's happening?
This is going to be fun. We are going to the Lighthouse. Now, Lighthouse is not bugged on the private server. In fact, I think it's fixed in real life as well. But we are going to the Lighthouse. It is. And there are going to be airdrops like you've never seen before. If you've not seen this event before, it is crazy. There is an airdrop coming every 3 minutes for the entire 25 minutes of the raid. And in that airdrop is guaranteed to be OFZ shells, and that is the goal of this extract. It is air support on Lighthouse Day. Recover as many OFZ shells as you can from the airdrops and extract with them, or OFZ as we say down here. Kill any scavs and PMCs in your way for points, because they're worth points as well. Multiple OFZ shells may be looted. They are heavy, and you can just carry as many as you can. I hope you're bringing a mule with you, or one of those moonshines to be able to carry the OFZ shells you're going to get out of these airdrops. So we're not looting stashes this time. We are following that aeroplane. 1 point for each scav or rogue kill. Rogues are only worth 1 point. PMC kills also only worth 1 point unless you get that dog tag and extract with it. That's worth another 2 points. The extraction, as before, is worth 3 points, and each OFZ shell is worth 3 points, but you have to extract alive to get those points. Survival is the big deal this time, and as before, you can spend your money on any loadout you like as long as you don't have a Reaper, a Fleur, or a T7. Haven't seen a grenade launcher yet, but bring them if you got them, because you're going to need them camping these airdrops or trying to loot these airdrops. I mean, which do you do? Do you camp them? Do you loot them? Do you do both? Do you go hunt scavs? Do you go kill all the rogues? It's anyone's game here, and it's going to be interesting. Still not going to be quite as concentrated in one area as the last round, but still very concentrated in one area. Lighthouse, a very long, drawn-out map, so those airdrops can be a long way apart. And not in sight of each other. So often you can have lots of different areas of battle. Some people might go up and farm rogues and then hope an airdrop comes up that way. Other people might stay down the bottom, stay on the beach. You've got limited range. I mean, you might see an airdrop drop out of the sky, but it could be kilometers away, and you have no chance of getting to it. So, what is your strategy? Do you try and get up on Lion King Rock and look out for the plane from up there and be able to go any direction? It's anyone's guess. What would be a good strategy going in? Who knows on this one?
Well, the only thing I can think of for our players here is, thankfully, our qualifier involved Lighthouse as the map. Hopefully these guys are brushed up on their Lighthouse knowledge. They're brushed up on the particular way to deal with these rogues. So hopefully the rogues won't be a problem. But I envision a scenario where we're going to find a lot of these, these care packages are landing out in the area surrounding those rogues. So, they're probably going to have to deal with those guys there. And not to mention every 3 minutes, Toast, like, we're going to have that incredible plane noise come through. And
there it is, the first plane noise. There is the plane. What's up in the sky? Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Yes, it's a plane. So MC Nightman is keeping an eye on that plane, but he's also keeping an eye on the spawn beside him. And Toadstyles also peeking mountains. He looks like he's up north. Not sure how close together they are. Taking some very long shots on that. Has the plane dropped yet? Toadstyles wants to know. He's also got quite a high spot. He's down at Lighthouse. You think any day now we're going to get Lightkeeper, but not today.
Soon
he's seen something down
for
there.
The Lightkeeper, I think.
There's a guy down here.
Just looking at Adatra.
Adatra
really
quite close
by.
by. I think if Toastars looks a bit to the left, he's going to see Adatra, and he might have already.
How far through can my little Timmy arms throw, you reckon?
He's got that rock near the helicopter, the downed helicopter, on the smoking helicopter, and so that's often a good sniping spot. There he's taking the shots. Not sure if he's hitting rock. Did he get the kill? He's down.
In the open there.
Adatra is down. Didn't have a chance. Toadstyle sniping like a boss. And then looking out for the follow-up as well.
Definitely, with not many raids remaining, it's you can feel the disappointment that Adatra was feeling there on screen. He's done really well all night, but
wonder if Cringe heard those shots.
Incredibly disappointing. Potentially, he looks fairly close by. I mean, Lighthouse has not been one of my strong maps this wipe, but it's I see some trees.
It's
I see
a
some rocks.
sniper's map, I tell you what. Yep, and then you see a black screen soon afterwards.
All right, moving over to 5th KD and McKnightman. McKnightman taking shots at what appears
Looks like he's
to
taking
be
a rogue shot.
A scav out there, maybe?
I think he is. He's racking up those single points for rogues and scav kills. Nothing wrong with that. That's a strategy.
There we go, and we can hear that. So the audio we're hearing here, guys, those shots that we're hearing is actually coming through from 5th KD's stream. So he's very aware that there's somebody up on that upper position, and you can see him.
And listen to that, the next plane is already on its way in. 5th KD not even interested in the plane right now. He's seen something. Oh, there's the movement. Oh, There is a shot.
There's
the
the
jump
shot,
did not
and he
help.
takes him on the
Nightman is
jump.
gone. Oh, Nightman out. I hope those rogue kills added up for him. It looks like he got 5, but that's
So
all the points he's going to get on this map. And
a
5th
point leader
KD,
out
where was that
fairly
drop?
early.
He's going to try and get that dog tag, but it's a pretty exposed spot. And Muzzer Willie may be looking over in that direction. He's got the dog tag. He didn't even bring a backpack. Bold move there.
Well, I mean, you just get a backpack off one of the other players, right? Like,
Of course, full of loot. Muzzer's doing some creeping, takes a shot, takes a kill. And 5th KD is down. Muzzer crept that one right from the outset. He must have been very close by and just crept along that rock wall. Brutal. Wazza doesn't even know where the airdrop went either. Too focused on that fight and managed to get that third-party dog tag in the bag. There might not be many rogues left for Muzzer Willie.
Just looking at Little Pants here, it looks like he's seen something here through these bushes.
Looks like that rooftop is already
He's
clear.
very spooked.
Shit. He's done a good job.
Muzzer looking back over towards the rogue encampment there. Little Pants just still scanning around everywhere.
Little Pants is by the rock by the tree, but I'm still trying to work out where that is.
Are they up or down?
That's a dead rogue as well. Arden with the great colour effects going on.
That's a scav.
Getting some scav points and taking some hits as well.
So this looks like this is Arden
There might
v
be a rogue
Falling
fight.
Rose here.
Falling Rose, thinking about getting down. Oh, has someone below.
Nice underhanded grenade there.
Oh! Not dead, but not happy. Did Arden take that grenade damage? But now he's trying to find who threw it. He's got half an arm and half a leg, and he gets the kill.
Pop it, pop it, pop it, pop it.
Wow. So
Incredible.
lucky.
Unfortunate
He's
for
got a bit
Falling
of
Rose
sewing to
here.
do after that. Falling Rose with the great underhand grenade didn't quite get it to go where it needed to go. And now Arden needs to get a new body. Got 78 points on there.
Absolutely. Arden, both hands off the mouse and keyboard, shaking that one out. And we just got a glimpse as well in his backpack there. Lots of the green smokes. Definitely
Lots of
a bit of
smokes,
a strategy
yeah.
when we're talking about, you know, these drops being on this map. You want to be able to throw down those smokes, get that cover. You know, there might be one of these drops in a really terrible position. We just want to gain a little bit of that smoke cover so you can go and loot those OFZs.
Yeah, no OFZs in that backpack yet. Oh, he's spotted an airdrop. Toadstyles sees the parachute go down. Now he's just looking to see if anyone else is onto that. Midlife Mick near the road as well, in a central area. May also be looking at the same drop. You'd hate to go loot a drop. Oh! Toadstyles sees his man, shoots the rock in front of him, and now shoots his man. There's the kill. There's the kill.
Nice shots
and
on from Toadstyles there.
Midlife Mick couldn't get away fast enough. Great job, Toadstyles. What a kill. It was Toadstyles. Oh, well, he may not even ever recover that dog tag.
you know, with the low time to kill in Tarkov, it's very hard. If you're the person getting shot, like, it's so hard to sometimes quickly whip around and locate that shot, especially on a map like Lighthouse, where, you know, are they close? Are they mid-range? Far range? Which rock are they on? What height? What elevation? It's incredibly hard to then, like, locate those shots. And I think that was really what we just saw there in that fight between Toadstyles and Midlife Mick. You know, where there was that instant panic of, where am I getting shot from? I'll look around, but, you know, Toadstyles landed that shot and obviously confirmed that kill there in the end. Looking here at Vambros potentially looking up to Toadstyles here from this angle.
Oh, he's looking at the top of a hill, and Toadstyles is up on a rock.
Another plane coming through.
It is like living at the airport right now at Lighthouse. I hope they've got some good air traffic control here, because this is a lot of planes coming in. Is Toad going for the loot?
Well, he definitely wants to prioritize picking up that tag.
I think he's going to get some OFZs. No smoke in his bag. There they are, just 3 OFZs, nothing else. In the pouch, so that nobody else, if he can't have them, no one will. But they're not worth 3 points each unless he can get out with them.
Poor Mick. Question is,
Amber's still very fixated on this position here. He's convinced something's up on that upper rock section.
Right now, I need these points. If I die,
There's, right, 2 different sets of eyes on the same airdrop.
well, I got a couple of points.
Toadstyle's got away with looting that airdrop. He might go for another one.
Finals.
This is the final map of the competition, so everything comes down to this. Top 6 go through to fight on Sunday.
Let's suss out this.
For the $3,000 US prize pool.
Because we're going to grab these OFZ shells and just head to Southern.
Little Pants has spotted him there, taking the shot on the second shot, has dropped Toadstyles on the way.
Dream ended. Oh.
Really sharp shots from Lil Pants there. Great to see.
Oh. Very sharp. He wants that dog tag. Just checking the peripheral area.
I'm about to die. I'm about to die. I'm about to die.
Nobody likes crossing that road. I hate crossing that road.
There's so many, like, good positions to be in cover here on Lighthouse, but that road, the entire stretch down the map, just makes me sweat every time I have to cross it.
Yeah.
Train looks like she's hanging out in the road camp here. That sounds like
She may have farmed a few roads.
Potentially coming through.
3 minutes goes by so fast in this competition. Was that a rogue?
It really does. Train taking down a rogue here at the rogue camp.
Oh, she took some hits.
Just a little bleed. That's okay. Yeah.
Just a cheeky rogue bleed. Nobody watching the skies at this time. Oh, there was that a bird or a plane? I actually don't know. Oh, Arden fighting somebody. I couldn't make out. The fight's still going. Lil Pants in trouble. Lil Pants, the other side of this fight, the recipient of quite a few shots and not too happy about it. Trying to get away. Arden pushing up. Lil Pants trying to get a couple of bandages on.
That spray was not good.
Arden might have got past Little Pants. Little Pants might get away with this.
He's definitely leaking it out of there. Little Pan's still crawling
away,
around.
bit
Just
fun
there is a lot of distance bridge between these guys here now.
Little Pan's got away with that. And doing another lap.
I'm kind of excited to see a fight happen out this side of the map because Lighthouse,
Yeah.
until Chad, until the Lightkeeper graces us with
Yeah.
his presence after paying him so many rubles, this side of the map just feels very dead for me. On the public service, right? Like we see a lot of action over towards the rogues, but this side of the map feels like, for me personally, really unexplored. And here we see two of our PMCs on the private servers, just battling it out on this side here. Both very aware of each other's presence. Little Pan's opting to take the opportunity to have a little snip in the bush.
Any point. Hopefully whoever
Next
that was
plane coming along.
uses this as a chance to move.
I think there's 1 or 2 drops in this area that nobody's touched yet. Well, that could be favourable to Arden. Little Pants back on his feet. Oh, he's going to try and cross the road. I don't know if that's well advised. Oh, he's going to try and loot that one that's already been looted.
So 9 minutes
At the
left in
scav
raid here.
extract.
We've still got 5 players up. And we've got a
Totes
triple
his
view
movement.
here, chat, for a second.
Yeah.
That was incredible. A triple view.
I don't know if Arden hears something.
Am I hearing waves?
All right. A lot of cautious movement right now. I think there's... Right. Vambros spots the airdrop.
Any points.
It's not too far away. People sense the competition's winding to a close. There's 8 minutes left in this competition. So if you don't have an OFC...
I dare say this is the most competitors we've had up with this amount of time remaining in raid. 8 minutes, 5
That is
competitors
true.
up. This is
Still alive,
and I
yeah.
don't think we've got anyone super close to each other. Muzzer Willie just jumping into one of these containers at the moment.
It's in water treatment.
3 OFC shells?
Train.
3 OFC shells.
Yeah,
That is
so
nice
he
to
got
see.
3. Is that
Train-
another drop over there? If train crosses to the other side of this building, could get interesting. Well, things are going to get hairy, definitely. Now she's heading towards car extract, and Muzzer... It's a bit further south. Is that north building? Oh, they're so close to each other.
Probably far enough away that there's none of that audio transfer, that they probably can't hear each other here. But if one of them just catches a glimpse, if one of them takes a shot at anything, they're going to be instantly aware that both of them are within range of each other. And I think it's
Train
going to be on
choosing to go inside at this point. Maybe she thinks there are still rogues up, but it seems like all the rogues are gone.
Poor Muzzer Willie with not enough stamina to jump over the pipes
Because they
there.
don't have max strength or endurance or anything they're used to.
Correct.
They've all got the same settings, and they can't do the jumps they could do yesterday.
It's just incredible, right? On these private servers, obviously being able to offer our competitors, accounts that are all equal in skill and equal in starting money amounts and all of that sort of stuff. This is really the fairest, dare I say, the fairest competition we've ever had in the Evasion history. And it's just amazing that BSG have been able to obviously, support us in this effort and support us with the private servers, and really give us a fair and equitable, battleground for our competitors, who are no doubt very highly skilled in the skills of Tarkov to battle it out against each other.
Muzza heading across water treatment, and Train is just outside water treatment,
is better than none.
heading south. They could be both heading towards
Maybe there is a
the road to Shoreline Extract.
Well, we've got, just under 5 minutes left in raid here. Again, we spoke about this earlier, Toast. That red timer coming up, it's got to invoke some stress in our competitors. And the tournament environment here is already stressful enough. A regular Tarkov raid. If you die, you die. Who cares? You move on. Our streamers are well versed in dying in a raid, kitting up and going again. It's really not an issue. But when you've got that position, in a tournament, it's with money on the line, every moment, every decision counts.
On the road. Arden's further south than Vambrose.
I need points.
He's hunting for airdrops, and there must be 2 or 3 on the road. Vambrose looking at that airdrop, taking on a scav. That airdrop may or may not already be looted.
Swapping to Little Pants here. The man looks like he needs some snacks. He looks very exhausted at this point. Losing his stomach
Look at his
is
body.
definitely a way to become that way.
He's collected all the medical icons you can get, just about. And might be a little low on meds. Oh, he's over the extract.
He's very close to his extract here. And I mean, as a
I wouldn't risk that jump.
Probably be thinking, if I've lost a stomach, taking the time to clip, minutes left in raid, I think this is going to be an extract for Little Pants.
I think it was Arden that clipped him. So could be the better part of Valor for Little Pants to get out if he doesn't have the meds. Especially if he's got a couple of shells already. You can bank those points, and if he's got a dog tag or 2, there's not much time left anyway. So he could just limp to extract. I think he'd be very happy with that.
Absolutely agree. And it's... again, we're only looking for the top 6 here today, chat. Yep. Those guys will go on to the finals on Sunday.
Yep, Arden wasn't close enough to chase him down to extract. 2 minutes to go. He might need to find an extract soon. Train heading for that road to Shoreline, but could run into other people heading for the same extract. It's the most popular extract on the map. Looks like she's going to make it.
Well, we've got 1 minute 50 left in raid here. We've got 3 players up.
That's what we need.
So Train manages to get to extract, but extracts are a long way from some players. Vambrose has got 90 seconds to get out. He's in the village. Muzza could be in the same area. also heading for that road to shoreline. Path to
So
shoreline.
Muzza nice and close up in the point leaderboard here at the moment.
Vambro's
very
getting
close
lost
to
on the way to
Vambros.
extract with 1 minute to go. Muzza closer, but you got to jump all these rocks if you come this way. That takes stamina.
Oh, it's cheeky,
Hurry,
cheeky
come on,
loot
search
of the
Search him.
airdrop on the
Search
way
him,
out
hurry.
with less than a minute remaining
No,
in raid.
50 seconds. Oh, but...
Oh shit.
And Muzza could hear that. And Muzza does hear that, and Vambros is down!
No.
Who was that?
40 seconds left in raid. Vambros is
Muzza's
taken
about
out
to
by
say
Muzza.
extract camper. And Muzza's got 33 seconds. Feels bad, man. Feels so bad and feels so good.
Who was? Do you know who that was?
No way. He can't believe he got that kill. And is Arden going to make it? Is Arden going to MIA? Just like we saw in the EU region, he is not going to make it.
Oh, no.
Oh, no way. If only he brought that. Every region, I think, we've had an MIA on this map.
That's a huge upset for Arden. You know, he had the one kill, obviously, in that raid. He had a PMC tag on him. To not find his way out of that raid.
In keeping with a long-standing tradition, someone's MIA'd on the last map of the Solos tournament. At least the first round. We'll see if someone can do it tomorrow. That is crazy. What a way to end the first round of the tournament.
Absolutely.
And
I mean,
the leaderboards are already ready. Oh, wow.
So
I wonder if that's going to
had
cost him.
He had the highest points in our qualifier. He had run a number of lighthouse runs, definitely well versed on the map. And to miss out by, are we going to call that like 15, 20 seconds over a 25-minute raid? Like that is a fraction of the time. It's incredibly unfortunate.
It's brutal.
But Toast.
Okay, are you ready for the moment of truth? Top 6 get through, bottom 6, good night, good to see you, good to play with you. Let's see who came out on top of the first round. Muzza Willie with the #1 spot. What a legend. Got up to the top spot with 76 points. MC Nightman still right up there. Something's happening to the leaderboard in front of my eyes.
Right, Tarkov citizens in all positions here, guys, 1 through 12. That's all.
I have to. Did someone clip the leaderboard?
No, it's fine. It's fine. So obviously we had Muzza Willie in that first position there.
But
76 points.
and MC Nightman is #2. I can see it on the Evasion, escapefromtarkov.com/evasion. Train leapt up to #3 spot with 58 points, just behind MC Nightman. And then Tarkov Citizen #3. Is that right? No, that's Little Pants. That's right. #3. 4th position. Cringe on 5th position. And I can't make out the #6 on Escape from Tarkov.
So 6th position was Toadstyles there with 33 points. Vambros missing out on that 6th position by, we're talking 8 points here, guys. It was very, very close
numbers.
to qualify here.
Oh, no.
Arden on 24th in position 8, 5th KD in 9th position on 23 points. Adatra 12 points in 10th position. Fallen Rose in 11th position with 8 points, and then Midlife Mick in 12th position with 6 points. So those that are continuing on to the final on Sunday, where we will have drops enabled for both our competitors and for the main Evasion channel as well. We've got Muzza Willie in first position for the Group A, MC Nightman in second, Train in third, Lil Pants in fourth, Cringe_OCE in fifth, and Toadstyles in sixth position. So they will be your competitors going forth from Group A towards the finals on Sunday. Honestly, Toast, I'm not going to lie, that was incredibly close for all of our competitors there. I really want to say thanks to all of our competitors for obviously first, going through the effort and qualifying, especially in a really rough time for the OCE qualifiers there, where we were forced. Okay, we were arms behind the back to go and hand over all of our rubles towards the lightkeeper there. So with little funds available to these guys, because they all donated, right? Like, none of these guys held millions in their stash. They all contributed to the cause. All right, I hope they all contributed to the cause. But all of these guys went through that time there with very little capital behind them. They jumped in and obviously did the qualifiers and came through to the first Group A of the OCE tournament. But yeah, congratulations obviously to our top 6 who will make it through to the finals on Sunday. Arden mentioning there in chat, 39 million rubles to the cause. That's all right, it's only a couple of scab runs, mate. You'll be fine, brush it off. But no, GG's to everyone who competed tonight. It was honestly very, very close. And yeah, no, an amazing first group for the OCE tournament.
And isn't it fun? What an amazing set of challenges. I had so much fun watching what people did with each of those challenges, all the different strategies, and the highs and lows of Tarkov. It's just such a lot of fun. I'm so grateful to Evasion for putting on tournaments like this with such fun challenges, airdrop every 3 minutes, all this stuff. So much fun. It's great fun to watch, and absolutely you can count on Tarkov to go into pre-wipe events or pre-launch events every time there's an Evasion tournament on, but they still came through with the private servers, the scoring system, all of that stuff, and really and the prize money, and really put together some great support for the Evasion tournament today. And can't wait till tomorrow, where we get to see a whole new group of 12 Australian and New Zealand and Southeast Asian competitors playing these same challenges, and they'll learn from this. And what strategies will they bring in? We've got Splinter. We've got, I don't know, I should have learned how to pronounce these ahead of time. Chad Raticus. Afraid's going to be great to watch. Sir Nobby, great Kiwi player. Wild Koala's going to be in there. Wild Man. Juice and TV is going to be fun to watch. AU Turtle. Ridstar, the Great Man, the Great Beard. Happy Feet Ninja is going to be in there. Another great Kiwi, Marcus NZ, really good player, is going to be in there. OG, Subspecies, and Brobster, they're all going to be competing for the other 6 spots in the final, and that's going to be a lot of fun to watch tomorrow at the same time on this channel.
Absolutely. And yeah, no, that's going to be incredible to watch tomorrow. So join us at 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time to watch Group B and see who our top 6 are to go through to the finals on Sunday, obviously, where we'll have drops enabled on the Evasion channel, drops enabled on each of our finalists channel as well at 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. I've been your host, Trent AU. I'm here joined by the amazing Toast Rack TV, and a massive shout out to our battle mods and production staff on the east coast of the US, the land of the free. It's currently 8:19 a.m. guys, so considering we started well over 3 hours ago, these guys have been up since the wee hours of the morning, so many thanks through to our battle mod team. As always, we can't do this without them at all. our production team who have been in our ears, telling us the little bits of feedback, telling us about the fights that are about to come up on the screen, making sure Toast and I had the information that we needed at the time to keep you guys informed as to what's going on. Thank you, of course, also chat for being here. Experienced this all with us firsthand, and sending off obviously our competitors from Group A top 6 who'll be going through to finals, and the bottom 6 unfortunately who will not be competing any further, but we do wish them all the same. Thanks for being involved in an Evasion tournament. We hope that all of our competitors have had fun, they've enjoyed themselves. At the end of the day, this is what this is about. This is, these are private servers. We thank Battle State Games, obviously, for making this amazing, great game, and also providing us with private servers to be able to host these events on and really give you guys what is an unprecedented. Next season, it won't be unprecedented because we'll have done it before. But this season, it is an unprecedented thing for us to have private servers. And of course, thank you very much to our sponsor, Stints Built. If you guys have any custom PC requirements, if your cable management is just terrible, if you want a new PC, if you're living in the 8th gen world of the Intels, you've got an older 30-something series, Ryzen, maybe it's time for an upgrade. Maybe it's time for you to contact Stints Built. Maybe it's time for you to go and get that custom thing set up. But most of all, thank you guys for joining us tonight. Join us tomorrow at 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time for Group B of the Australian OCE. Oh, sorry, the Evasion OCE solo battles, and we will see you again tomorrow night, and obviously Sunday as well for the finals. Guys, thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you all soon. Good night.
And congrats again to Muzzer Willie, who we're going to raid right now and do a post-match interview, so stick around for the raid.